Ego Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-6712. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Gut Shock Equipment, family owned since 1973. Choose from an incredible selection of products, including Arctic Cat. Stop dreaming, start riding. Always wear a helmet and don't drink and ride. Kurt Staub Agency, your American family insurance agent with locations in Hayes and Ellis. Just the right coverage for wherever your dreams take you. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rind Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Cross Manufacturing, looking for a few good people to join their team. Apply today. Cross Manufacturing. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful. Energy efficient and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them online at homesteelsiding.com.
Thank you for choosing the style Classic Quality Body Shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing the style Classic Quality Body Shop.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Steel Fabrications, the Ironmen of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications. Thirsties, before the game, during the game, and after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Call or stop by today for all your real estate needs. Next Tech Wireless, avid supporters of local athletic programs, and have sponsored multiple school events. Are you ready for something different? See Next Tech Wireless. NCK Tech, North Central Kansas Technical College, is dedicated to being a leader in workforce development by maximizing value for students, employers, and communities. Log on to ncktc.edu to see what they can do for you. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years, Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online today at HayesChevrolet.com.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything, so can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
G&L Tire and Automotive. G&L Tire is proud to be voted #1 tire store by the people of Hayes since 2005. They've been a part of the community since 1997 and look forward to seeing you at 201 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better, Walmart. Whiskey Creek Wood Fire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. From welding and fabrication to sandblasting and powder coating to supporting the community, you can always count on Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Commerce Bank. Here's the ones that rise to the challenge. Commerce Bank. Commercial Builders. On time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs. Screen print, embroidery, design. Where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best. 2204 Vine and Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company. Proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
Eagle Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-6712. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Gut Shock Equipment, family owned since 1973. Choose from an incredible selection of products, including ArcticCat. Stop dreaming, start riding. Always wear a helmet and don't drink and ride. Kurt Staub Agency, your American family insurance agent with locations in Hayes and Ellis. Just the right coverage for wherever your dreams take you. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rind Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Cross Manufacturing, looking for a few good people to join their team. Apply today. Cross Manufacturing. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful. Energy efficient and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them online at home.
And Hayes says you can clean anything. So can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
G&L Tire and Automotive. G&L Tire is proud to be voted #1 tire store by the people of Hayes since 2005. They've been a part of the community since 1997 and look forward to seeing you at 201 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better, Walmart. Whiskey Creek Wood Fire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. From welding and fabrication to sandblasting and powder coating to supporting the community, you can always count on Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Commerce Bank. Here's the ones that rise to the challenge. Commerce Bank. Commercial Builders. On time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs. Screen print, embroidery, design. Where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best. 2204 Vine and Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
Eagle Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High.
Welcome, everybody, to Lewis Field Stadium on a cold and breezy Friday night for senior night, and the Hayes High Indians taking on the Wamego Red Raiders. Hayes High at 3-5, Wamego at 4-4. Both team at 1-1 in districts. The winner goes on to the 4A Division I state playoffs. I'm Dustin Armbruster along with Kurt David in the booth. We've got Rafe Dent at the KFIX studio, Harrison and Gabe on the ECTV Hayes Post side. Hayes High will be kicking off. Kurt David, how did the coin toss go down?
Coach Rath sent all 10 seniors out to midfield tonight to be captains. There must be a rule against that because the referee sent 5 of them back. So there must be only 5 out there at midfield. But the Hayes High Indians won the toss and have elected to defer. So they're going to kick off to the Wamego Red Raiders and elect to take the ball offensively in the second half. So we're going to start out seeing how quickly the Hayes High Indian defense can shoot those gaps against the Wamego Red Raiders offensive line.
Logan Clark's kick is going to be taken at the 3. It's going to be an end around. It's going to go to Ty Cooper. Cooper up the right sideline, 20, 25-yard line. Watch out, 30. He's along the sideline and gets ridden out of bounds by Logan Clark. The Indians corralled him on the sideline, but then was unable to make the tackle back inside the 20. Great starting field position at the 47 for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, the Hayes High Indians stayed in their lanes as a coverage group, but just great blocking by the Wamego Red Raiders on that return. They knew it was going to be an end around. They blocked it well.
So the Hayes High Indian defense that gets a test every week coming out giving up 200 35 yards per ball game, has the 4 wide receivers, 2 right, 2 left as Wamego. They will run about 5 different offensive sets. They want to go to the air. Ebert, right side, throws it to one of 2 open receivers on that far side, goes to Jason Ebert, and he'll get into Hayes High territory to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8 on first down. Justin Ebert to Jason Ebert.
Well, the Hayes High Indian defense is quicker than the Wamego Red Raiders, but that time that ball was thrown so quickly by the Wamego Red Raider quarterback that there was no chance for the Hayes High Indians to get back there in time.
41 degrees, feels like 37. Temperature will drop throughout the night. Wind out of the north at 5 to 10 miles an hour. So shotgun formation for Ebert, running back behind him with a blocking back to the left. It goes left, and a jump cut for Alex Vance. Vance a first down, gets tripped up at the 40, goes down at the Hayes High Indian 38-yard line. That's a gain of 7, first down for Wamego.
Wow, Chase Browse was in the backfield. Chase Browse wearing number 15 tonight because he's got some new positions on offense. He'll probably be playing tonight, but wearing number 15, Chase Browse was in the backfield, just couldn't make contact and make the tackle.
From the right hash, Wamego into this light wind, right to left in their road white jerseys, red numbers, red helmets, white pants. A shotgun snap for Ebert. Starts moving backward. He looks left. The Indians bring the blitz, and he's going to go down. Dylan Schmidberger with the blitz. It's because of the Palmer Hutchison blitz that he was able to force the sack. And for Dylan Schmidberger on senior night, his 10th and a half tackle for loss this year and 2nd sack of the season.
That's exactly right. That was the quickness of Palmer Hutchinson coming from a blitz. We talked about how important it was going to be to see him and Mason Ibarra get in the backfield night to blitz. That time they did it, and he rushed the quarterback right into Dylan Schmidberger's arms.
A loss of 4 on the sack. It'll be 2nd down and 14. 1 wide receiver right, 1 to the left, and then 2 blocking backs just off of the outside hips of each of the tackles. It's going to be a screenplay near side for Ebert. Ebert makes 1 man miss, doesn't make the 2nd guy miss. Looks like that's maybe Tavian Kramer there with the tackle at about the 40, we'll call it 36-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6. The Indians miss an initial tackle. 3rd down coming up for the Red Raiders. 3rd down about 8.
Yeah, but well read by the Hayes High Indian defense. That Dawson Delforts, he's a 319-pound senior offensive tackle. He was out wide, obviously blocking for a screen.
22 catches now for Jason Ebert to lead this team. Throwing from Justin Ebert, 3rd down and 8. Wamego in Hayes High territory. They started at the 47 on their own side of the 50. Long snap count, play clock down to 4. Looked like somebody jumped early, no call. Ebert's in some trouble. 1 tackle misses from behind, and then finishing up the tackle 2 yards down the line of scrimmage is going to be again Dylan Schmidberger, and it's going to be 4th down and 7 after the 1-yard gain at the 35-yard line. The Indian defense holds.
That's how quick Dylan Schmidberger is. He was the defensive end on the far side of the field, came all the way across the field to chase the quarterback down on the near side.
The punter is the quarterback, Justin Ebert. 28 punts this year, averaging 34.5 yards. He has 3 blockers in front of him, and now some motion, and the Indians jump off sides and give 5 free yards on 4th and 8. 3 Wamego Red Raiders went in motion from the right side to the left side. Encroachment on the Indians, and Hayes High is now going to see the Wamego offense back out on the field on 4th down and 2.
Boy, that was a crucial mistake. It was going to be 4th and 6, 4th and 7, and now 4th and 2, and really gives Wamego a chance to pick up another first down on this drive.
You could tell that was their intention. So can Hayes High hold defensively? Opponents are 9 for 19 this year on 4th downs. Wamego is just 18% this year on 4th down. Shotgun with 3 wide receivers for Ebert. Turn handoff to Vance. It's a counter play. He's going to get the first down. Gets inside of the 25 down to the 24. It's a gain of 6 on 4th and 2 to Alex Vance, who has a total of 172 yards coming into tonight. This is a Wamego team that will run any one of about 5 different running backs, and it's Alex Vance out of the fullback position from behind the shotgun position quarterback to convert on 4th and 2.
Yeah, boy, that time the misdirection play, the counter play really opened up a gap on the far side of the line of scrimmage for Wamego.
Ball down to the 24-yard line. Wamego with the opening possession, just over 8 minutes remaining first quarter. Man in motion, left, right is going to be Cooper. It's going to be a handoff to him. He's going to get hit in the backfield and dropped by Palmer Hutchison. Nothing doing there for the Wamego Red Raider defense or offense, and that is Wyatt Sheevy with another tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Sheevy in the last game and a half has been playing some of his best football.
Yeah, that time Wamego not taking advantage of their big mid up front, really designed play to go wide outside, really not taking advantage of the blocking and the holes created up front by Wamego on that play.
Cooper loses 5 on the wide receiver end around, just his 8th carry of the season. 2nd and 15 from the 29-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 3 right, 1 left. It's going to be a screen play, and it's thrown right side and just over the outstretched paw of the Hayes High Indians outside linebacker Mason Ibarra. If he sees it coming out of the quarterback hands, he has a pick 6 the other way. 3rd down and 15 for Wamego.
And I'm not so sure Dante Blackman this time playing the far side defensive end didn't tip that a little bit. Be aware Justin Ebert's thrown 6 interceptions so far this season, 17 total turnovers for this Wamego Red Raider offense.
He has done 156 passes on the season in those 6 interceptions and 6 touchdowns. 3rd down and 15, 2 right, 2 left. For the quarterback, Vaughn's the running back to his right. It's going to be a straight drop back to pass. It's going to be a screen play. Ebert in some trouble, throws over the middle to Cooper, and he is gobbled up a yard down the field. The Indians read it well. Tackle is going to be made by Palmer Hutchison, a gain of 2 on the screen play. 4th and long coming up, and Wamego in no man's territory goes for it on 4th and 13.
Chase Browse, again at that defensive tackle position, was on Justin Ebert. He forced the throw.
2-yard gain for Ty Cooper. That's his 19th catch. So 4th down and 13 for Wamego. They're 1 for 1 on 4th downs tonight. 1 right, 3 left for wide receivers. Ebert drops back to pass. Hayes High doesn't get much pressure. It's going to be throwing far side, and slipping on the turf is going to be the Red Raiders receiver. It's an incomplete pass. The Indians hold on downs, and Hayes High has the football for the first time with 6:51 to go, first quarter in a scoreless game.
An 11-play drive results in a turnover and downs. How important that was. Hayes High Indians did that 4 times last week against the Abilene Cowboys. Now they force a turnover on downs against Wamego.
And all 4 of those times came in the red zone in Abilene. Hayes High will go with their wishbone formation they unveiled last week to start out this ball game. Schmipperger is the starting fullback. It's a turn and it's a handoff to Hayden Brown. Brown is hit, and he's going to be driven backwards 2 yards. Loss of 2. Indians got no surge, and that's a big defensive line to take care of. Wamego comes out with Tyler Patrick with the tackle, his 33rd of the year, 4th for loss, 310-pound senior. The other tackle is 319 pounds.
Tell you what, that last drive, the Hayes High Indian defense stopped them after 11 plays, 26 yards, and over 5 minutes of offense for Wamego.
Hayes goes backwards 2 yards, 2nd down and 12, again to the wishbone formation. It's going to be a turn and handoff to Keaton Markley. Markley tries to go to the outside 25. He's at the 30, and he runs over a defender, getting to the 32-yard line. Makes it 3rd down and manageable for the Hayes High Indians. And there's a Wamego player very slow to get up off the ground. Whoever it is Ty Cooper, who has missed some time with an injury this year. He's okay. Ball to the 31-yard line, gain of 5 for Markley. And it'll be 3rd down and about 7 coming up for the Hayes High Indians.
The Wamego defense can't afford a lot of injuries tonight. They're already missing a senior linebacker in Griffin McLemore. He's got 27 tackles on the season. My understanding he suffered a concussion last week in the McPherson game.
He is in his place. Brad Sackrider, a sophomore, is starting. So 3rd down and 7 for the Indians. Under center in the wishbone. It's going to be a counter play to Keaton Markley, and it's not going to get close. From the 31 to the 33, Hayes High will be 3 and out and will punt after holding Wamego on downs.
Boy, Keaton Markley had a lead blocker there, and that's what we talked about. If the Hayes High Indian offensive line can hold their blocks, that lead blocker can get to a linebacker or get to a safety to make a block. But, boy, the Hayes High Indian offensive line is allowing those big men up front to clog up that line of scrimmage.
Got to the 34, so it ends up being a gain of 3, but those 2 yards lost on 1st down really hurt the Indians. 4th down, and Hayes High comes out like they're going to go for it from their own side of the 50, and instead a timeout. So Hayes High tried to do what Wamego did, and that's get their opposition to jump. Hayes High will use a timeout and look to bring Logan Clark out onto the field for a punt situation. For the Indians, it'll be punt number 40 on the year. Indian football is brought to you tonight by Lifetime Dental Care, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, Thomas More Prep Marion, Cross Manufacturing, and Thirsties. Wamego goes 11 plays, 5 minutes and 9 seconds, but loses the ball on downs. It was a 5-yard loss on 1st down that derailed their drive. Hayes High goes 3 plays. They'll end up punting after this timeout, and it was a 2-yard loss on 1st down that derailed their drive.
Boy, what's common there? You lose yardage on 1st down, and you're not going to continue that drive. Wamego didn't do it, and Hayes High loses 2 yards on their 1st down and their drive stops at 3.
Hayes High on senior night, home maroon jerseys, white pants, maroon helmet. Your uniform update brought to you by Phase 2. Big thanks to Phase 2 for providing game day apparel for our broadcast. And to punt the football away, Logan Clark. Indians have had a punt blocked each of the last 2 weeks. The snap is high. Clark goes up to get it and gets off a clean punt, a high punt, and settling underneath of it is going to be the returner on the right side. That is going to be Jackson Jantz. He goes from the 33-yard line after a 33-yard punt, and it's a return to the 36-yard line, a return of just 3 yards. Hayes High, good coverage, and Wamego has the football back.
Boy, what a great punt by Logan Clark. Nice and high, and it allowed opportunity for 3 Hayes High Indian coverage team members to get down there by the time the Wamego Red Raiders had caught the ball.
4:44 to go, opening quarter. Winner of this game moves on to the state playoffs, likely to face Andale in 1 week. 1 wide receiver right, 1 left, and then 2 blocking backs. One of them goes in motion behind Ebert. It's a handoff to Vance. New running back in the game. We told you a lot of different running backs will come into the game for this Wamego team. It is Alex Vance. He will pick up 2 yards to the 38-yard line.
Boy, that time Chase Browse, instead of trying to sprint to get into the backfield, really just dove for the ground, caused that offensive lineman to fall on top of him, and that opened it up for the secondary of the Hayes High Indians to make that tackle for just a 2-yard gain.
We'll get to the Indians' defensive starters here in just a little bit. Split wide receivers, same formation with 2 blocking backs, and now Vance, the running back, with a little trouble with his helmet. Takes the play clock down to 9. Ebert puts a man in motion. Handoff. Vance again gets hit right by Chase Browse and Logan Schulte for a 1-yard loss back to the 37-yard line.
There again, folks, I'll be talking about this a lot, but if Logan Schulte and Chase Browse can shoot those gaps between those big men, that quickness will get them into the backfield, and both of them in the backfield this time to make that tackle.
6.5 tackles for loss for Schultz now this season. Chase Browse with a new number tonight, 15 instead of 59. That is his 4th tackle for loss on the season. 3rd down and 9 coming up for Wamego. 0 for 2 tonight. 4 wide receivers, 2 left, 2 right for Ebert. Drops back to pass. Has time and it's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Logan Schulte gets his paws up in the air and knocks it down. Incomplete. 3 and out for the Wamego Red Raiders.
Excellent. The Hayes High Indians controlling the line of scrimmage, and that quickness beat the size of Wamego, forces Wamego into a 3-and-out possession.
Now the Hayes High Indians need to make sure not to jump on this punt. It's 3rd down, 4th down, and 9. Indians jumped earlier and gave Wamego a chance to convert then on 4th and 2. It'll be Palmer Hutchison back to return this punt that comes from the 37-yard line in a scoreless game first quarter. Snap back to Ebert, and the Indians almost got there. Hutchison watches it bounce, calls everybody off. Good decision as it lands right at the 29, in between the 29 and 30-yard line. They'll place it at the 30, so the teams trade 33-yard punts, and Hayes High will have the football right at their own 30-yard line, driving left to right in this first quarter. 3:15 remaining, no score.
Well, it's interesting that the Hayes High Indians weren't able to make some kind of yardage on that punt return there. There are 3 or 4 men back blocking on that punt for the Wamego Red Raiders. You would have thought there would have been somebody open to make a block, but that punter kicked the ball so high, it was easy for Wamego to get down there in coverage.
Wyatt Sheevy, wide receiver left. Keaton Markley that way as well. And Graydon Mayfield right. Indians go traditional I formation. Under center. Handoff is going to be a keeper by the quarterback, Hunter Brown, and he's going to get a couple of yards. He faked the pitch and at the last minute turned it up the field. The senior will get 2 yards to the 32-yard line.
Boy, he turned it up the field, but he ran right into Wyatt Patterson, 171-pound senior with 94 tackles on the season. So he cut back into what is probably the best tackler for this Wamego Red Raider defense.
Defensive ends are Jason Ebert and Santos Gonzalez, 190 and 183 seniors. Defensive tackles Dawson Delforge and Tyler Patrick, 319 and 310, both seniors. All seniors at the linebacking spots. Wyatt Patterson, the leading tackler at 171. Griffin McLemore is out, so Brad Sackrider is in, a sophomore at that linebacking position. Handoff, Dylan Schmidberger on the counter. First down as he puts a hand down on the ground and keeps his balance out to the 42-yard line. Great field awareness by the Indians. Senior fullback that has battled 3 different injuries this year, picking up 10 yards and a first down.
Boy, one hand out by Justin Ebert tripped up Dylan Schmidberger. He'd have been off and for a touchdown.
We will get you some scoreboard updates throughout the night, brought to you by Hayes Kalon. Garden City and Washburn Rural just kicked off. No score. They're midway through the first quarter after Garden City missed a field goal. I formation. Again, counterplay goes to Dylan Schmidberger, and he crosses the 45-yard line out to the 46. That's a 5-yard chunk for Schmitty. He's at 15 yards on 2 carries, and the Hayes High Indians continue to now mount their best drive of the early game. They'll mark it back to about the 45. We'll call it a gain of 3 on first down. They originally had him marked all the way out to the 47. We'll call it the 46-yard line, gain of 4.
Boy, I hope that Hayes High Indian coaching staff was watching that setup. Keaton Markley was lined out wide as a receiver, and no one was on him covering him.
Second down and a long 5, maybe 6 yards. Indians wishbone formation. A block somewhere along the line. Somebody messed up on a block, and Hunter Brown just has to eat the football on a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, you don't want to miss a block against this defensive line. You've got Dawson Delforge, 319 pounds. You got Tyler Patrick, 310 pounds. Both of those guys are also seniors. You don't want to miss a block there.
The Hayes High Indians looking for win number 4 on the season. 3-5 on the year, 1-1 in district play, even on points at 0. The Red Raiders 4-4 on the season, 1-1 in the district play. They are minus 20 in points this season on district play. That wishbone formation is going to be a keeper by Hunter Brown. Tries the left side again, and he's grasped onto by Tyler Patrick, the 310-pound senior. A gain of just 1. Indians 4th down, and looks like they'll be punting from their own side of the field. A promising drive stalls out at the 47.
Yeah, stalls out, but at least Hayes High Indians are making a field position play here. If they can get a punt deep by Logan Clark, they can back up Wamego Red Raiders fairly deep into their own territory.
The ball was blown dead at the 48-yard line. So Logan Clark, who had a 33-yard punt earlier, will try to snare another one, and another high snap. The punt, though, is away. A nice high punt going to the right side of the field. Jance sees it, and a Hayes High Indian touched it. Graydon Mayfield touched it at about the 20-yard line. He didn't see the football. I don't know if the official saw him touch it. That'll give Hayes High about 5 yards in additional field coverage. See what the officials say. If it goes down at the 15, that'll be a 37-yard punt. The Indians didn't get the benefit of the roll, but I think one of the lead officials did see the football be touched at about the 20-yard line. So a 32-yard punt. Hayes High could have gotten much more out of that punt, but ended up touching it accidentally. It kind of bounced into the back of one of the Hayes High coverage guys, and the officials will mark the football at the 20.
And this is quick. 19 seconds left as Wamego takes the ball. And 19 seconds left in the first quarter.
Scoreless first. Wide receiver right and 1 to the left for the quarterback, Justin Ebert. Shotgun formation. He's going to drop back to pass. Look left side, and is batted down by Chase Browse. Third time the Indians have tipped a pass. Second time they've batted it down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Chase Browse in the backfield. We've talked about it time and time again. He and Logan Schulte are playing up some big guys up front, but they are shooting the gaps to get in the backfield and making a difference.
Hayes High has not crossed the 50 offensively with the football. Defensively, they saw Wamego start the game at the 47 and held on downs inside the 25. 3 wide receivers right, 1 left. The 1 left is Brad Sackrider. The normal tight end is a stand-up player. Indians bringing the blitz on this play. Ebert rolling out to his right, has some room, looks to throw. It is going to be intercepted, taken away by the Hayes High Indians. That is picked off by the Indians. Tavian Kramer, his first career interception on an overthrow. And Hayes High, that is Will Sinnott with the interception, and the Hayes High Indians have the football with 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Boy, great interception. That's a 7th interception that Justin Ebert's thrown this season, the 18th turnover by the Wamego Red Raiders, and the Hayes High Indians, who had not crossed midfield, as you had mentioned, with 3 seconds left in the first quarter, have an opportunity now on the Wamego Red Raider 22-yard line.
Sinnott with his first career interception. Hayes High has the football at the 22, as Kurt mentioned. Left to right, final play of the quarter, back to the wishbone formation. It's a pass play out of it. Now Hunter Brown in some trouble looking to throw down the field, just needs to throw it away, and he runs out of bounds 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And we go to break with that play. Hayes High Hayes High tied with Wamego. After 1 quarter, we're scoreless on 96.9 KFIX.
Thank you for choosing to style classic quality body shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing to style classic quality body shop.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything, so can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
Hayes High will start the second quarter with the football, but 2nd and 22 after a 12-yard loss on first down. In fact, they marked it back at the 34, so 12-yard loss, 2nd and 22 for the Indians.
You know, the Hayes High Indians were able to surprise the Cowboys last week with this wishbone offense. Obviously, Wamego's had the benefit of seeing film all week, and you can see it with their defensive setup.
Indians unbalanced line on this counter play is going to Keaton Markley, 30, cuts back 25. Looked like he got his face mask grabbed at the 26. Nice gain for the Indians on 2nd and 22. Keaton Markley is able to take it just shy of the 25-yard line, and it'll set up 3rd down and a little bit more manageable. It may be time for the Indians to start thinking about 4-down territory at the 25-yard line, kicking into what wind is left here at Lewis Field Stadium, and it's not much.
Boy, you know, this morning woke up, didn't even go for a run outside because it was so windy, and now that wind has really died down, which really gives a field goal opportunity a chance here.
3rd down for the Indians. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to go to Hayden Brown, cuts back to the middle of the field, gets some extra yards, stays on his feet to the 15 in the middle of the field, and the Indian surge is going to drive him down to the 13-yard line. That's going to be 2 yards short of the first down, a run of 11 on 3rd and 13.
Okay, what is Coach Rath going to do? We've seen many times this season he has favored going for it on 4th down versus kicking the field goal, and the offensive unit is staying on the field on this 4th and 2 situation as we start the second quarter.
The Indians on the season on 4th down are 10 for 18 with 3 touchdowns. So they went minus 12. The last 2 plays have netted 20 yards. That wishbone formation, unbalanced left side with 4 linemen that way. It's a turn and handoff to Keaton Markley. Tries to jump to the outside. He's at the 10. That's a first down for the Hayes High Indians at the 9. A gain of 5 on 4th and 2, and the Indians able to outflank the Wamego defensive line.
Time and time again, we've seen this Hayes High Indian offense lose yardage on first down and not be able to sustain a drive. Who would have thought they could lose 12 yards on first down and still pick up a first down, now give themselves a 1st and goal situation from the 9-yard line.
Indians in the red zone for the 13th time this year. They're 7 for 12 this year. Make that 8 for 12 this year with 6 touchdowns. It's a handoff. It's going to go straight up the middle to Dylan Schmidberger. He gets piled on at the 7. Gain of 2 on 1st and goal.
Yeah, gain of 2 or 3 yards, but Schmidberger carried that pile with him to ink out just an extra yard or yard and a half on that play.
Indian football brought to you by Paul Wartenberger Construction, Service Master Clean, Steel Fabrications, Insurance Planning Incorporated, and Master Cleaner. 2nd and goal from the 7. Indians to that wishbone formation. Markley and Brown are the setbacks. Handoff Hayden Brown, cuts back to the middle. 5, spins and gets down to about the 1-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 2, 3rd and goal from the 2.
Hayes High Indians with a double tight end formation there, allowed for some extra blockers to keep those outside linebackers from clogging up the middle of the field, allowing Brown to pick up some extra yardage there and get down to the 1 or the 2-yard line.
Indians are 0 for 3 on 3rd down, but can they turn this 3rd down into a touchdown? And now Wamego very late getting some guys off of the field. They're going to have to call a timeout to avoid illegal participation, which right now would only be a yard, but Wamego will burn the timeout, or will they? Or are they saying it's an injured player?
Why not? They don't even have it started the play clock yet.
The lead official in the white hat says timeout Wamego. And the Wamego coaches are saying that they had an injured player, but that was never shown to the official. The player was running off the field, and that's why players are taught on every level, if you're injured, go down, so that the team doesn't have to burn the timeout. So Wamego will use a timeout inadvertently because the player never went down that was injured. Indian football brought to you by Gottschalk Equipment, Hayes Chevrolet, Walmart, and American Family Insurance agent Kurt Staub. Hayes High is 2 yards away from the end zone in a scoreless game, 9:29 to go in the second quarter.
You know, Dustin, you and I have both had those coaches that have told us before, don't lay down on my field. If you're hurt, you get off to the sideline. And we've all heard it before, and that time it cost us Wamego Red Raiders a timeout here in the second quarter.
K-Lawn scoreboard update has Plainville against La Crosse for a district championship, winning 14-0. Holcomb over Hugoton 7-0. not a lot of other people are quite to the point where Hayes High is yet. A score we'll be watching tonight is Lewisburg and Paola on the east side of the state. Lewisburg 6, Paola 0. Both those teams trying to get into the state playoffs.
Shawnee Mission East Lancers won last night on Thursday. Shout out for my Lancers. Beating Gardner Edgerton.
Trigo Golden Eagles trying to play spoiler tonight against the St. Francis Indians in a Friday night 8-man game. So it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line. Indians go wishbone formation. Hunter Brown under center. Long snap, turned, keeps it himself, dives for the end zone, gets in, touchdown. Hayes High Indians from 2 yards out. On senior night, it is Hunter Brown, the quarterback, plunging into the end zone, and Hayes High has a 6-0 lead with 9:26 to go, second quarter.
All right, folks, that was an 8-play drive that technically went 22 yards, but add 12 to that because of big first down loss. And the first 3rd down conversion for the Hayes High Indians goes in for points tonight. Hayes High Indians now up 6-0 with Logan Clark attempting the point after touchdown.
Clark 11 for 11 on extra points this year. Settles in, snap is down, kick is up, end over end, and it is good, and it remains perfect on extra points. It is 7-0 in favor of Hayes High on the Hunter Brown touchdown. This season, rushing, it is his 6th touchdown. It is his 13th career rushing touchdown, and now 28 total touchdowns as a Hayes High Indian varsity football player.
Boy, how important those points are and how important it is now for the defense to play solid against this Wamego team. Again, we talked about it in pregame. These two teams, although the same district record, come in very differently. Wamego had a narrow overtime loss against Abilene in week 1, got beat up last week against McPherson just like the Hayes High Indians did. Hayes High Indians, though, had an Abilene game last week that was an emotional charger after that McPherson game. So Hayes High Indians come in on a high. Wamego's coming in struggling. So now to put the Wamego Red Raiders down 7-0, and if the defense can force a 3-and-out or very short possession here, that's going to be a game changer and really put it dominatingly in the hands of the Hayes High Indians.
Logan Clark has 10 touchbacks this season. He will kick off, well, basically no wind now, and that's been a savior for everybody tonight in attendance and playing and standing on the sidelines. Clark's previous kickoff went to the 5-yard line. Both of the returners standing at about the 10. They've sent back Ty Cooper and Jackson Jansen. One will keep it, one will fake and end around, and it resulted last time in a return of 42 yards for Wamego. 7-0 Hayes High. The kickoff is a short pooch kick. It's going to be taken at the 22-yard line on the near numbers. It's going to be taken by the linebacker, Patterson, and he's going to take it up to about the 29-yard line. That was a well-done kick by Logan Clark. Keep it out of the dangerous hands of the speedy backs for the Wamego Red Raiders. 7-0 Hayes High, 9:20 to go before half.
You're right, Dustin. You sacrificed 9 yards there by that short kick, but you avoid having an end around or something like that and giving the ball back at midfield to Wamego Raiders like we saw on the opening kickoff.
Wamego change of possession on downs, punt, and interception on their first 3 plays. One wide receiver left, one to the right, then one in the slot to the left, and Wamego has to take a second time out. They didn't have enough on the field. And so Wamego's coach Lee Weber, he coached in Plainville for a couple of years, has to take his second first half time out, and the pressure now, and boy, in any of these games where there's a playoff spot on the line, the pressure is always on the team that falls behind first, because that's the first thoughts of, oh no, the season is coming to an end.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that Wamego coach was fired up. He stood right at the side of the umpire there on the sideline and got in his ear and yelled pretty loud. It had to wake up that umpire. There's no doubt he was calling a timeout there, but Wamego Red Raider coach not very happy about not having enough men on the field.
First quarter, it is 7-0 McPherson over Abilene. Dawson Williams for Dodge City has just scored a 95-yard kickoff return. It is 14-6 Derby over the Dodge City Red Demons. That 7-0 score between McPherson and the Abilene Cowboys after one quarter. Your scoreboard update brought to you by Hayes Kalon. The green grass you want in the spring starts with a call to Hayes Kalon in the fall. Call Kirk Maska, 623-0674. So first down and 10 from the 29-yard line for the Wamego Red Raiders. The snap back to Justin Ebert. He wants to pass. He's under some pressure. Immediately throws near side. It is going to be caught. It is caught by Vance, and it's a first down at the 39. Vance very close to being able to get hit as soon as he caught that pass, and he was able to stay on his feet for 10.
Yeah, Palmer Hutchinson was back there applying pressure, but just a quick pass by Ebert and an open receiver downfield.
For Alex Vance, that is his first catch of the season. The fullback that has had a majority of the action tonight. Ebert now 4 for 9, 26 yards in the pick. They put a man in motion. That's Cooper. It's a handoff to the fullback, and it's going to be Pearson getting blown up in the backfield. Logan Schulte came screaming into the backfield for another tackle for loss back at the 36-yard line. Loss of 4 on first down.
I don't know if Logan Schulte was invisible to Wamego on that play, but it's as if they didn't know that he existed there. There was no one blocking him, and Logan fired off the ball quickly, and he was in the backfield, almost took the handoff.
Logan Schulte at 265 pounds is the only guy that can really stand up size-wise to these 300-plus pounders, 3 of them on the offensive line for Wamego. Second down to pass is going to be Ebert, complete out to the far side. Mason Ibarra there to wrap up the tackler, and it's going to be back to the line of scrimmage for the receiver, and that's it. But Ibarra is the reason that play went no further. Catch is going to be made over there by Ty Cooper, his second catch of the night, but for no yards this time.
Yeah, Mason Ibarra read that screen well in the fourth quarter, and he read that screen well again and wrapped him up just enough to allow the Hayes High Indians to swarm towards a tackle.
3rd and 14, and Wamego tonight is 0 for 3 on third down, 31% on the year. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right for Justin Ebert. Shotgun formation, backs up as he takes the snap, throws left side, in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver. That was intended for Jackson Jansen. That was going to be about 12 yards short of the first down marker along the sideline. Pass goes incomplete.
Yeah, it really didn't matter if he caught that pass or not, because Mason Ibarra, again, was right there to make that tackle.
So not quite 3 and out. They did get the 1 first down, 4 plays and punt. 7:35 to go, and Hayes High will get the football back here in the quarter. Punt from the 36-yard line, long snap count. Ebert to punt this one away, gets off a nice high punt. Hutchison is just going to have to let it go. Takes a huge Wamego bounce. Now Palmer picks it up at the 20. He's going to spin move and get out to the 25-yard line. He realized all of the Wamego guys just pretty much backed off of the football, picked it up, returned it 6 yards after the 44-yard punt by Justin Ebert and the Wamego Red Raiders.
Yeah, Palmer Hutchinson probably saved the Hayes High Indians 10 yards here. It takes one more bounce, and it rolls 5 yards before Wamego downs it. He picks it up and actually picked up 5 yards.
Hayes High will have their worst starting field position of the night. They'll start at their own 25-yard line. Indians leading 7-0. Indian football brought to you by Verney's Hamburger House, Commercial Builders, Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, G&L Tire. Indians quickly to the line. Wishbone formation, unbalanced one side, and a flag on the play before the start of the play from the near side official points the way of the Hayes High Indians, and it is offsides Hayes High.
You talk about it being the worst position tonight for the Hayes High Indians, starting at their own 25-yard line. But how important it was to force a short possession for the Wamego Red Raiders. We talked about it. Hayes High Indians went up 7-0 on the previous possession, so they've gotten the lead. Now the defense has shut Wamego down, and that's got to be demoralizing for this Raider defensive unit.
So somebody lined up on the offensive line offsides. So first down and 15 for the Indians from the 20. Counterplay goes to Keaton Markley, cuts it up 20, 25-yard line, and out to the 26. Quick burst goes to 6 yards, and Keaton Markley did a good job finding the hole and going north and south and finding 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, gets back just beyond the original line of scrimmage. So effectively, if you ignore the penalty, really a 1-yard run on a first down.
Willie Sinnott intercepted a pass. 7 plays later, Hayes High punched it into the end zone. Hunter Brown from 2 yards out at 7-0 Hayes High. Another reach play. It's going to be a speed play to the right side is what I'm trying to say to that wishbone. It goes to Hayden Brown to the 30-yard line. So he picks up 4, 3rd down and 5 for the Indians, and there's your 5 yards on the first down penalty.
That's exactly right. Hey, interesting. Mason Ibarra there. You know, we talk about how there needs to be lead blockers coming out of the backfield. Don't usually see Mason Ibarra in that lead blocker position, but he was there making a block on a linebacker there that allowed for just a few extra yards to be picked up on that second down play.
3rd down and 5. Hayes High has not attempted a pass yet, even though they've had a couple of plays. I formation, split wide, 1 right, 1 left. Is going to be a counter play to Hayden Brown, and the Indians going to get a yard on 3rd down and 5. They might mark it to the 32, but that's it, and Hayes High is going to have to punt the football away, and the 5 yards of penalty on first down, the reason for that drive to stall out. Hayes High would have had the ball 1st down and 10 after their previous 2 drives, but they are going to have to punt the football away. 5 yards the difference on that play, on that drive.
Defense will come back on the field fairly quickly here. You were hoping for 1 or 2 first downs to keep the Hayes High Indian offense on the field for a little bit, but no. A 3-and-out possession with a gain of only about 6 or 7 yards on that possession.
So Logan Clark for his 3rd punt of the night. The punt will come from the 31-yard line. The snap much better this time, and the punt is away. It's a low-line drive, end-over-end punt, and it's going to be short. It's going to take a small Hayes High roll to the 45-yard line. It's a punt of just 24 yards, and it'll be Wamego football starting at their own 45-yard line. Let's get you a Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. In the second quarter, Great Bend and Goddard Eisenhower tied at 14 in Great Bend. It is Andover 10, Valley Center 7. Those two met up a week ago in Week 8. Ark City leading Bishop Carroll right now, 14-7. That would be the upset of the year. And in the second quarter, it is second half already. Liberal is leading 14-0. That game kicked off early tonight, Liberal against Salina South. Shotgun formation for Ebert. Inside handoff to Pearson. Pearson is going to get into Hayes High territory and pick up 9 yards on 1st down.
Adler Pearson, the 140-pound sophomore, picking up 9, hit the hole quickly that was opened up by the Wamego offensive line.
It is 7-0, Hayes High. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Indians 3 punts and a touchdown. They got a short field on the Willie Senna interception. Wide receiver left is Jantz. Wide receiver right is going to be Jack Cruz in the game for the first time. 2 blocking backs to the right side. They run Pearson the opposite way of that. He gets met at the 1st down marker. He'll get the 1st down, but that is a tough 1 yard to get. He got stood up and then popped by the Hayes High Indians, and I think the officials are wanting the players to clear so they can see if it's a 1st down. It is on a gain of 1, but for Adler Pearson, he certainly felt that one.
Boy, and Wyatt Peterson was in there too, and he came up staggering a little bit.
7-0 Garden City is leading in their game against Washburn Rural. Scoreboard update brought to you by Hayes Kalon. Give Kurt Viner a call, 623-8427. Play clock down to 10. Wamego with some confusion. 2 wide receivers, 2 blocking backs, and it's going to be Ebert rolling out. It's a keeper the entire way for Ebert. Runs into his own guy and then taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That is going to be Isaiah Blackman with the tackle for loss.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Blackman came across number 28, Wyatt Patterson, the 171-pound senior, who was trying to block him, came over the block to make that tackle.
Indian football brought to you by Whiskey Creek, Home Steel Siding and Windows, Next Tech Wireless, Redeem Designs, and NCK Tech. Inside 4 minutes to go. In the second quarter, Indians lead 7-0, trying to stand tall defensively again tonight. Justin Ebert with a blocking back to his right, 4 wide receivers, 1 in the slot to the near side. Ebert looking left, now right, under some pressure, steps up into the pocket. He's going to go down behind the line of scrimmage. It is a sack for the Hayes High Indians, and who else? It's a big night for Logan Schulte.
Logan Schulte and Wyatt Sheevy was in there from that linebacker position to blitz, and he was in the backfield as well to force that into the Logan Schulte arms.
So 3rd down from the 49-yard line of the Hayes High Indians now. This set of downs has lost 6 yards. 3rd and 16 so far tonight. Wamego is 0 for 4 on 3rd down. 4 wide receivers. Ebert drops back to pass. Straight drop, looking deep. Now he's going to pump fake, throw down the field. It's going to be almost intercepted by Willie Sinnott. Almost his 2nd interception of the year and his career. Incomplete pass. Indians with really good defensive coverage that time because there was a fake to go to the sidelines, a little pump and go, but the Indians read it well.
Yeah, the Indians read it well. Sinnott was going for the ball the whole way there, and lucky he got his hands on it because had it gone through his hands without it being tipped, that Red Raider receiver was right there to catch the ball.
So loss of 6 on that set of downs, and punting the football is Justin Ebert. Palmer Hutchison stands back at his own 14-yard line. 3rd punt for Ebert. Clean snap back, and it's going to be a short punt. Rolling end over end. It's going to take a lateral bounce to about the 21-yard line. Still rolling down onto the 20. It'll be a 31-yard punt, and an interesting time here for the Hayes High Indians. Hold on, do we have a penalty flag? A couple of the officials are getting together. 2:47 to go, and it is a sideline warning against the Wamego Red Raiders, so no penalty as of yet. 2:47 to go, first half, and Kurt David Hayes gets the football to start the second half. Huge opportunity here for the Indians.
That's right. The Hayes High Indians had a penalty on first down that backed them up 5 yards, then cost them the ability to continue that drive. The Hayes High Indians have an opportunity for the double score here. If they can get the ball consistently down the field, they have 2 minutes and 40 seconds. If they can retain possession and score, they will get the ball to start the second half.
Hayes High from their own 20. Wishbone formation, balanced line this time. 3 left, 3 right. Handoff going to go to Keaton Markley. Makes a man miss, but he had to do that in the backfield. He'll get 3 out to the 23-yard line. Keaton Markley tonight, 6 carries, 31 yards. Hayden Brown, 5 carries, 19 yards. Hunter Brown, 5 carries, 9 yards and a touchdown. Dylan Schmidberger, 3 carries, 16 yards. They'll mark it at the 22 on a gain of 2.
Boy, Colton Schoendaler trying to make an extra block there to allow a hole to open up, but only allowed for 2 yards to be picked up on that play. But Colton Schoendaler trying to get off a block and then hit a linebacker.
Hayes High does have 2 timeouts remaining. Wamego 1, and the Indians have a 7-0 lead. Play clock inside of 10 seconds. Keaton Markley, wide receiver left in this I formation from under center. Handoff Hayden Brown right side. Tries to pick a hole across the 25-yard line to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Hayden had to wait behind that line, and then once he found the hole, exploded through it. 3rd down and 4, and the Hayes High Indians need to find a conversion here. They're 1 for 4 tonight. That one conversion was their touchdown.
Boy, I'd like to see them come out with a formation. There was a formation earlier in this during the first quarter where they had 2 wideouts on both sides of the field, and on one side of the field, one of those wideouts, which was Wyatt Cheevy, was not covered.
Indians' 5th possession of the night, 3 punts and a touchdown. Play has to hurry up. Play clock down to 3. Brown under center is going to keep it himself after the fake. Try to bounce to the outside. Nothing doing. Boy, the Indians had nothing going forward on that play. It's going to be a loss back to the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 yards on the 3rd and 4.
Interestingly, with 6 seconds left and the clock ticking, Wamego Red Raiders are saving their final timeout of this half.
Hayes High likely will let this clock tick all the way down to 1 second on the play clock before they take one of their remaining 2 timeouts left. Hayes High, thanks to the short field right now, has a 7-0 lead. Outside of that, their offense has not had much to go on, and the Wamego defense, like Hayes High most of the season, has stood tall in tonight's game, and so the timeout comes with 38 seconds remaining before the end of the first half. 2nd of 3 timeouts for the Indians.
Well, now it's crucial. The Hayes High Indians didn't turn the ball over in their own territory. They need to make sure they get a clean snap and get that punt off. You talked about near punt blocks that the Hayes High Indians have had so far. Boy, now Logan Clark needs to get a good punt and get it deep into Wamego territory.
Indian football tonight is brought to you by Commerce Bank, James Motor Company, Leon's Welding and Fabrication, and Eagle Communications. Interesting scores throughout the state of Kansas tonight. Andover Central 13, Maize South 7. Both of those teams are already into the state playoffs, but that is for the district championship. Andover Central comes in at 4-4, Maize South at 7-1. That certainly would shake up some first-round matchups. Ark City and Bishop Carroll now tied at 14. Guarantee nobody was picking Ark City in the first round of the state playoffs. So Hayes High will punt from their own 22-yard line. The snap goes over the head of the quarterback, the punter Logan Clark, and he has to fall on it at the 2-yard line.
You know, the snaps have been high all night long. Both punts have had high snaps, but not one that high that Logan Clark couldn't field. And he takes it on the 2-yard line, and with 34 seconds left, they've given Wamego the ball on the 2-yard line of the Hayes High Indians.
A change of possession on downs, and the ball will be marked just inside of the 3, between the 2 and 3-yard line. 34 seconds to go before the end of the half. Each team with 1 timeout. Wishbone, a tight wishbone for the Red Raiders. It's a handoff. It's going to go to the 3rd man through. That is going to be a touchdown for the Wamego Red Raiders, and Hayes High is handed Alex Vance his 2nd touchdown of the year, and the Wamego Red Raiders a gigantic gift.
Boy, a special teams mishap there allows Wamego to score when really the Hayes High Indian defense had done a good job of holding Wamego. A decent punch, you've got to believe, would have forced us to halftime.
And now Wamego going for 2 is going to force Hayes High to take a timeout. winner-take-all game. Wamego won in the first district game in overtime against Abilene by going for 2 after Abilene had scored the go-ahead touchdown and extra point to make it 27-20. The Wamego Red Raiders scored, went for 2, and won 28-27. They see points as a premium right now, and so they're looking at going for 2.
And they should see points as a premium. The Wamego defense, except for one drive for the Hayes High Indians, which was a 22-yard drive because of the interception, have really shut down this Hayes High Indian offense. Obviously, the Hayes High Indians surprised the Cowboys last week with this new wishbone formation, but a week of prep time and film, Wamego's coaching staff has gotten this team ready to play against the Hayes High Indian offense.
Now, part of the reason that they're probably going for 2 as well, Jerron Johnson is their extra point kicker, 8 for 11 on the season. He is out tonight. So they may not have anybody that can even really do the kicking duties. So Wamego going for 2, 3 wide receivers right. There's an eligible receiver to the left. Under center is Ebert. Vance is the running back, about 7 yards deep. It's going to be a option play. It's going to be given to Vance, and he's going to be taken down to the backfield. 2-point conversion, no good. And so out of all of that, Kurt David, Hayes High still has a 7-6 lead.
They've got a 1-point lead, but still the opportunities there. And, you know, if this game goes against the Hayes High Indians, that's going to be the but for one play. Maybe we could have won this game. A mistake like that is so important when the stakes are high in a winner-take-all game.
2-yard touchdown run by Alex Vance has made this a 7-6 game. It was kind of the Statue of Liberty play, if you remember that from Boise State so many years ago. Fake the pass and just kind of put it down behind your back. The running back, Vance, took it and ran with it, but was held up right on the line of scrimmage. Now Hayes High needs to corral this kick with 30 seconds to go before halftime. They'll get the ball to start the second half.
You know, I always said all season long, I see it in every game situation, but, you know, 30 seconds here, and the Wamego defense has been playing well. You know, maybe you try an onside kick just to see if you can catch Hayes High Indians off guard.
And watch where Hayes High is lining everybody up. They're thinking the same thing. Right now they have the 5 along the 50-yard line. The next 4 guys are lined up within 10 yards after that. And it looks like Wamego might be kind of thinking the same thing in the way that they're lining up for this kickoff. Are they going to go onside kick? No, they'll go short pooch kick. It'll be a return from the 20-yard line. Willie Sin at 30, 35-yard line. He gets out to the 40, and then he's going to be taken down there.
Well, he made it exciting anyway. He got to the back part of the coverage unit for Wamego, got it out to the 40-yard line, and you know, he gets through those last 2 guys and he's away.
So the ball will be at the 39-yard line. Indians do not have a timeout remaining, so you expect right here Hayes High likely to take a knee, and that will end it, unless you have the confidence that maybe you can get a ball in the hands of Keaton Markley one more time, but Hayes High is going to go ahead and look like they'll take a knee to end the first half. There's the snap, there's the knee, and that'll be the end of the first half. The Hayes High Indians are going to take a 7-6 lead into the locker room, Kurt David, and quite honestly, it is a mistake by each team that has allowed the other team to score points. The interception by Wamego, the high snap by the Indians punt unit, and now Wamego, with 12 seconds left, is going to take their final timeout of the first half.
Wamego coaching staff looking forward to watching Hayes High Indians take a knee on yet one more play in this half. But Dustin, I was thinking the same thing. This is a half that really the marked plays are 2 mistakes. The interception that Hayes High Indians made against Justin Ebert, they got it down to the 22-yard line and eventually a score for the Hayes High Indians, and then a bad snap from center that backed the Hayes High Indians, put the ball down on the 2-yard line. Gave the Wamego Red Raiders the ball on the 2-yard line with 34 seconds left.
Yep, all happened in those final half minute. And out of the timeout, Hayes will take one more snap, take a knee, and that will be the first half. So the Hayes High Indians, the Wamego Red Raiders, they are in a winner, go to the playoff scenario, Kurt David. And, boy, they're separated by 1 point for that playoff spot right now.
Yeah, obviously the Wamego Red Raiders, and I give a big congratulations to Wamego about their preparation for this game. They would have only had 1 set of game films to prepare for the wishbone offense of the Hayes High Indians. Again, the Abilene Cowboys had no time to prepare for it. And obviously the Hayes High Indian offense was dominant against the Cowboys. The Wamego Red Raiders have watched film and prepared for it, practiced it. And, of course, Wamego runs out of the wishbone, so they know how to defend against it. They know how to practice against it. They practiced well this week, but still on senior night, Hayes High Indians go to halftime with a 7-6 lead, and they will get the ball back to start the second half.
Hayes High and Wamego. It's a 7-6 lead for the Indians at the mid-game break. This is Hayes High Indian football. Well,
Ego Television High School Sports brought
the interception, even though I blew the
Ego Television High School Sports brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-6712. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Gut Shock Equipment, family owned since 1973. Choose from an incredible selection of products, including Arctic. Stop dreaming, start riding. Always wear a helmet and don't drink and ride. Kurt Staub Agency, your American family insurance agent with locations in Hayes and Ellis. Just the right coverage for wherever your dreams take you. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rind Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Cross Manufacturing, looking for a few good people to join their team. Apply today. Cross Manufacturing. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful. Energy efficient and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them online at homesteelsiding.com.
Thank you for choosing to style Classic Quality Body Shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing to style Classic Quality Body Shop.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Steel Fabrications, the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications. Thirsties, before the game, during the game, and after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Call or stop by today for all your real estate needs. Next Tech Wireless, avid supporters of local athletic programs, and have sponsored multiple school events. Are you ready for something different? See Next Tech Wireless. NCK Tech, North Central Kansas Technical College, is dedicated to being a leader in workforce development by maximizing value for students, employers, and communities. Log on to nckTC.edu to see what they can do for you. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years, Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online today at HayesChevrolet.com.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything, so can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
G&L Tire and Automotive. G&L Tire is proud to be voted #1 tire store by the people of Hayes since 2005. They've been a part of the community since 1997 and look forward to seeing you at 201 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better, Walmart. Whiskey Creek Wood Fire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. From welding and fabrication to sandblasting and powder coating to supporting the community, you can always count on Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Commerce Bank. Here's the ones that rise to the challenge. Commerce Bank. Commercial Builders. On time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs. Screen print, embroidery, design. Where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best. 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company. Proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
Eagle Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-6712. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Gut Shock Equipment, family owned since 1973. Choose from an incredible selection of products, including Arctic. Stop dreaming, start riding. Always wear a helmet and don't drink and ride. Kurt Staub Agency, your American family insurance agent with locations in Hayes and Ellis. Just the right coverage for wherever your dreams take you. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rind Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Cross Manufacturing, looking for a few good people to join their team. Apply today. Cross Manufacturing. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful. Energy efficient and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them online at homesteelsiding.com.
Thank you for choosing to stop Classic Quality Body Shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing to stop Classic Quality Body Shop.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Steel Fabrications, the Iron Men of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications. Thirsties, before the game, during the game, and after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Call or stop by today for all your real estate needs. Nextech Wireless, avid supporters of local athletic programs and have sponsored multiple school events. Are you ready for something different? See Nextech Wireless. NCK Tech, North Central Kansas Technical College, is dedicated to being a leader in workforce development by maximizing value for students, employers, and communities. Log on to ncktc.edu to see what they can do for you. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years, Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online today at HayesChevrolet.com.
Good morning.
Everyone in Hayes says you can clean anything. So can you get this tough stain out?
Grape jelly, we can get that out.
Wow, you guys really are good.
Master Cleaners in Hayes offers a variety of services including dry cleaning, alterations, laundry, tuxedo rentals, and free pickup and delivery.
G&L Tire and Automotive. G&L Tire is proud to be voted #1 tire store by the people of Hayes since 2005. They've been a part of the community since 1997 and look forward to seeing you at 201 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better, Walmart. Whiskey Creek Wood Fire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Leon's Welding and Fabrication. From welding and fabrication to sandblasting and powder coating to supporting the community, you can always count on Leon's Welding and Fabrication. Commerce Bank. Here's the ones that rise to the challenge. Commerce Bank. Commercial Builders. On time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs. Screen print, embroidery, design. Where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best. 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company. Proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes.
It's a beautiful day in our super high-speed internet great customer service neighborhood. Like you, this is where we live. In fact, our company is employee-owned, so it's our goal to improve the quality of life for everyone in our community by delivering faster, more reliable internet, clearer, more feature-laden phone service, quality TV channels, all with the level of customer service you'd expect from people who are your neighbors. Eagle Communications. Our community connected.
Eagle Television High School Sports, brought to you by Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff support the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today 628-6712. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
Gut Shock Equipment, family owned since 1973. Choose from an incredible selection of products, including Arctic Cat. Stop dreaming, start riding. Always wear a helmet and don't drink and ride. Kurt Staub Agency, your American family insurance agent with locations in Hayes and Ellis. Just the right coverage for wherever your dreams take you. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rind Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon Rind today. Cross Manufacturing, looking for a few good people to join their team. Apply today. Cross Manufacturing. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful. Energy efficient and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them online at homesteelsiding.com.
Thank you for choosing to stop Classic Quality Body Shop.
Classic Quality Body Shop has had the pleasure of serving this area since 1984. Much like a sports team, Shelton and his team have worked hard, grown together, and followed the playbook of taking care of customers to become one of the most highly regarded body shops in the area. Support your local team, whether on the field or when choosing who you do business with.
Thank you for choosing to stop Classic Quality Body Shop.
See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Steel Fabrications, the Ironmen of Western Kansas. Steel Fabrications. Thirsties, before the game, during the game, and after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere. Coldwell Banker Executive Realty. At Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, they believe there is nothing more powerful or more important than a home. Call or stop by today for all your real estate needs. Next Tech Wireless, avid supporters of local athletic programs, and have sponsored multiple school events. Are you ready for something different? See Next Tech Wireless. NCK Tech, North Central Kansas Technical College, is dedicated to being a leader in workforce development by maximizing value for students, employers, and communities. Log on to ncktc.edu to see what they can do for you. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years, Paul Wurtenberger Construction. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online today at HayesChevrolet.com.
After this, if we can, after this. And we get set for the second half. We're kicking off just a little bit early, and the Hayes High Indians will be going right to left, receiving this kick. The kick is down the middle of the field. It is going to be taken by the Hayes High Indians. Hayden Brown, 15-yard line, 20, 25, 30. Hit from behind as he gets up near the 32-yard line, and the Hayes High Indians, leading 7-6, will have the football moving right to left here on a cold senior night. Dustin Armbruster, Kurt David with you, and Hayes leads 7-6.
Boy, Dustin, we start really from scratch. You know, this is a must-win, winner-take-all game. Game started 0-0. It's 7-6. Hayes High has a 1-point differential in their favor, but for all practical purposes, we start just where we start now, again, right where this game started in the first quarter, and an even game, and whoever wins this second half goes on in the playoffs.
Wishbone from the 33, flags on the play. Did Hayes High start early? Yep. Well, Hayes High on 3 drives of the first half hurt themselves on first down because of penalties. They do so there. It'll be first down and 15 for the Indians from the 28-yard line. Real quickly, for the Hayes High Indians soccer team, regional championship at Wichita Trinity, 1-0. Hayes leading an Ethan Nunnery goal, the career goal leader. at Hayes High School. Scores with 31 minutes left at Wichita Trinity. The Indians trying to move on in the regional state tournament in 4A through 1A. It's going to be 1st and 15. Handoff on the end around goes to Keaton Markley. Makes a man miss. Can he hit the edge? 30, and he cuts it up to the 32-yard line, but that's still a yard deep from the original line of scrimmage, 2nd and 11.
Okay, Colton Schoendaler came off from the guard position to get off his initial block to get a linebacker. That's what allowed for a 4-yard pickup there.
Hayes Kalon scoreboard update is going to have halftime Derby up over Dodge City 28-6. Garden City up on Washburn Rural 7-0. Eisenhower Tigers and Great Bend 14-14 at half. Liberal leading Salina South 14-6. McPherson leading Abilene at halftime 35-0. 2nd down and 11 for the Indians, and another flag on the play. And the Hayes High Indians lined up offsides.
Boy, they wind up offsides in the first quarter, and now they've done it again. Mistakes plagued both teams in the first half, and now the Hayes High Indians with 2 5-yard penalties to start off this initial drive of the second half.
So 2nd down and 16 for the Hayes High Indians. Hayes High first half 6 possessions. They went punt, touchdown, punt, loss of possession on downs because of a snap over the punter's head, and then ended the half on a couple of knees. 7-6 Hayes High, but they go backwards on the first couple of plays because of penalties. 2nd down and 16. A minute gone out of this third quarter. Wishbone formation. Balanced line is going to be a keeper by Hunter Brown on a counter. 30-yard line gets to the 31, so 3rd down and 12 for the Hayes High Indians.
Boy, now it's a long 3rd down play. We didn't see the Hayes High Indians attempt to pass in the first half, but on 3rd and 12, you think they've got to figure out one in their playbook to throw in right now.
The Hayes High Indians in the first half as they mark the ball at the 30, so a 3-yard gain by Hunter Brown.
Graydon Mayfield's bringing the play in from the sideline.
3rd and 13. Indians in the first half, 1 for 6 on 3rd down. The one conversion was a touchdown. Keaton Markley splits off to the right side. I formation, tight end near side, Palmer Hutchison. Brown under center is going to keep it himself off the fake. He'll get up to the 35, spin out of a tackle, 40-yard line, still on his feet. He's going to get the first down. The pile moves across the 45 into Wamego territory and all the way down to the 46-yard line. The Hayes High Indians showing some fight on that one, and they turn what looked like a 3-yard gain into a first down in Wamego territory.
Boy, I think you're being polite. Hunter Brown didn't have much of a block there from the offensive line. You know, I think the Wamego Red Raiders were expecting a pass. They weren't really covering the run well, but there wasn't much of a block there. So you picked up 3. Then after the initial hit, a swarm really carried the ball another 10 yards downfield after that initial hit.
24 yards on the 3rd and 13 run.
Well, Hayes High Indians picked up 1 3rd down conversion in the first half, but that was on a 1-yard play into the end zone. That was 13 yards.
So from the Wamego side of the field, handoff, Hayden Brown, right side, gets hit at the ankles. He gets taken down by Justin Ebert, the quarterback / rover. 183-pound senior comes up with the tackle at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Justin Ebert's able to come up from that linebacker position, that rover position, when the Hayes High Indians can't get off those initial blocks on those big men up front. That's what leaves Justin Ebert open to make the tackle.
4 different players have rushed the football tonight for the Indians. Hayden Brown, Keaton Markley each 7 times, Hunter Brown 8 times, Dylan Schmidberger 3 times. Schmidberger's the fullback for this wishbone formation. Mayfield tight end right. And then to the left is going to be Palmer Hutchison, a turn and a handoff, no play action pass. Hunter Brown looking down the field. It's going to be incomplete. Diving for it was Hayden Brown. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Hayes High Indians. The Indians' first pass attempt of the night. They ran a couple of pass plays that didn't turn out so hot in the first half. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the Wamego 46-yard line.
Decent, not terrific protection by the Hayes High Indian offensive line, but decent protection. Just took Hayden Brown a little bit of time to get that formation and get to the spot where he needed to be for Hunter Brown to throw that ball.
From the 46 again of Wamego. This time it's 3rd and 10. Brown under center, I formation is going to be a keeper by Brown. Same play as before and nothing happening. Jumping on the back is 319-pound senior Dawson Del Forge. It's a loss of 2, and Hayes High will punt the football away.
Well, there's a difference, though, from punting back at your own 35 or 40-yard line there is by now punting already on the Wamego 46-yard line. So that first down did help give Hayes High Indians some better field position and back up Wamego for their opening possession of this game.
So on 4th down and about 11 yards, Hayes High will punt. Logan Clark to punt for the 3rd time. The last punt went over the head of Logan Clark. He'll stand at his own 40. Good snap, and the Clark punt is away, and he gets run into. Is there going to be a penalty flag? No. The returner, Cooper, comes underneath the football at the 17-yard line. It'll be a 31-yard punt for Logan Clark, his 4th punt of the night. And the Hayes High defense back out on the field, leading 7-6, 8:16 to go in the first quarter. Or excuse me, in the 3rd quarter.
So the Hayes High Indians open up with a 6-play drive, take it 21 yards down the field. Fortunately picked up a 1st down on that 3rd and 13 where Hunter Brown had a swarm pushing him 10 yards further down the field. So this backs Wamego up inside to the 18 inside the 20-yard line.
Wamego had 40 yards in the first half of offense, 13 rushing, 27 passing. Hayes High had 55 all on the ground. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Vance is the running back behind quarterback Justin Ebert. It's going to be a shotgun snap. Ebert's going to hand off to Vance. Vance tries a little jump cut, and he is run under quickly by Palmer Hutchison, who had 18 tackles a week ago. He's the 3rd leading tackler in the Western Athletic Conference. Gain up to the 19-yard line, a gain of 1.
Hayes High Indian defense picks up where they left off in the first half, controlling the line of scrimmage. Again, they lose the size battle up front. Hayes High Indians do, but they make it up with quickness, and they showed it to get there again on that 1st down play.
Indian football brought to you by Eagle Communications, Midwest Energy, Heartland Building Center, Gibbs Auto Supply, and Horizon Appliance and Electronics. 2 left, 1 right for Ebert on this 2nd down and 9 play. Shotgun snap, play action pass. He's going to roll out to his right, has time to throw. Now he's going to tuck and run, 20-yard line, met by Dylan Schmidberger and driven backwards. Dylan Schmidberger kept his guy and right on the edge, and then Ebert is there, met by Schmidberger and friends. Chase Browse over there, also Willie Sennett, and it's going to be a gain to the 22, a gain of 3.
Wamego had a wide receiver out to the near side of the field who went deep. Tavian Kramer, the sophomore, was on that receiver the whole way and took away Justin Ebert's primary target.
The Wamego Red Raiders 0 for 5 in the first half on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 6 with 3 wide receivers left, 1 right, 7 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Hayes leads 7-6. Ebert with a blocking back to his right, takes the shotgun snap, back to throw, under some pressure, drifts to his left. Now he's going to get hit. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Was he outside enough for and there was a receiver over in the area, so no intentional grounding. And the Indians hold on a 3 and out. They get pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, I had a receiver over there, but that receiver's not 8 feet tall,
right.
So no way who's going to catch that pass. But great secondary coverage. There was pursuit in the backfield, but give that incomplete pass credit to the secondary who well covered the receivers of the Wamego Red Raiders.
3 punts in the first half for Ebert, 33, 44, and 31 yards. He stands back at his own 9 to receive this punt. Indians 4 down linemen for the punt coverage. Everybody else standing, and Palmer Hutchison back at his own 45. The punt is up, and the Indians nearly got there. Hutchison is going to drift under it from the 46-yard line and get taken down right there at the 46. It is a 32-yard punt with a lot of hang time. Hutchison did a good job to hold on. They'll give him a yard to the 47. And right now, Kurt David, that 24-yard run is creating the opportunity for Hayes High to start at their own 47.
Yeah, almost at midfield here. Hayes High Indians have picked up some field position with the swapping of the punts between the two teams.
Indian football brought to you by USAVE Pharmacy, Next Tech, Steel Fabrications, and Edward Jones, Daryl, Jeff, and Linda Seibel. Our own Jeremy McGuire down at the Hayes High soccer match, regional championship. Indians now lead 2-0 on the Jacob Maska header from the corner. It's going to be a keeper. Hunter Brown, left side 50, sideline 45, and he gets taken out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of about 8 yards, and then a late hit that the crowd wants a flag on. So does the sideline, nothing doing. The ball will go out of bounds at the 45. It's a gain of 8 yards on first down.
Now, a gain of 8 yards on first down, and that happens so seldomly for this Hayes High Indians. Now they've got a 2nd and 2 play. So many options now for 2nd and 3rd down for these Hayes High Indians.
So Hayes High second half soccer leading Wichita Trinity for that championship. 2-0, 24 minutes left to go in that game. Hayes High has a couple of runners heading off to the state cross-country meet in Wamego tomorrow. Tara Harriman and Ysenio Maldonado. 2nd and 2. It's a handoff. Hayden Brown, left side, first down. He'll get met right at the first down marker, plus a yard. Gain 3, and the Hayes High Indians have a first down. And Kurt David, I think the idea was there. 2nd and 2, let's get the first down and keep this ball moving.
Yeah, and he picked up the 2 yards. Hayden Brown did not follow his lead blocker, Dylan Schmidberger, though, who was going off tackle. Hayden Brown taking that more between a gap tackle split. So not sure if that was a mix-up between the two or if Hayden Brown just saw, you know what, I can pick up those 2 yards by going up the guard tackle. I'm going to do it.
The Hayes High Indians in Wamego territory for the second time in the second half. They were there just once in the first half, and that's after a Willie Sinnott interception. It's going to be a turn. Handoff to Keaton Markley out of the wishbone inside the 40 on first down to the 38-yard line. Gain of 4 on first down.
Boy, Trey Van Pelt had a great blocking a linebacker back 16, 17-yard. Logan Ebert, 183-pound junior, backed him up 6 yards.
Big-time injury on the field right now for Wamego. It is Wyatt Peterson, their leading tackler, 94 tackles coming into the game. It looks like he is the one that is down and on the field. He is their heart and soul defensively, and he lays on the field right where the tackle had occurred.
Not to mention some key runs in the first half offensively for Wamego.
So he is on his back, and we'll tell you at this point, Indian football is brought to you by Discount Siding, Insurance Planning, High Plains Farm Credit, High Plains Roofing, and Hayes Kalon. 5:56 to go. Third quarter, the Hayes High Indians lead 7-6. The Indians got an interception, the first of the career of Will Sinnott. He got taken down at about the 20-yard line, 22-yard line. Hayes lost 12 yards on first down and then ended up scoring after converting on 4th and 2 and then on 3rd and 2 for the touchdown. Hayes looked like they were going to go into the locker room leading 7-0, but then a snap. They lost 20 yards on a punt attempt. Ended up being recovered by Hayes High at the 2, but Wamego scored one play later to make it 7-6. Wamego went for 2 and did not convert, and that's right now how he set it 7-6, and Hayes High has the football, and right now on the field and on his back is linebacker Wyatt Patterson, a 171-pound senior, came in with 94 tackles, 4 for loss, an interception, and a fumble recovery, and he is in on almost every tackle for this Wamego team. And he right now lays on the field at about the 40-yard line, flat on his back. We have seen him moving around, which of course is always a good sign, but the Indian training staff out there as well as the Wamego training staff taking a look at him. So
yeah, along with Clay Patterson. Now Clay Patterson's a sophomore. His brother's got taken a knee down alongside his brother.
Final game of the season for one of these two teams. If you're a baseball fan, Houston leading the Los Angeles Dodgers 4-0 in Houston.
I was confused. Houston was in the National League. I was like, how are 2 National League teams playing each other in the World Series? So yeah, I've got some catching up to do.
Moved over a few years ago. Liberal has just started their game, or their second half, against Salina South. 14-6 Liberal is leading Salina South. Some interesting scores from across the state of Kansas a few days ahead of Halloween. 7-0. It is Garden City leading Washburn Rural at halftime. How about a odd halftime score between Arc City and Bishop Carroll? 21-21 in the Week 9 game, which is also the first round of the 5 and 6A playoffs.
What do you think's going on in that locker room in Bishop Carroll right now?
That there's some nervousness going on in that locker room. Mays South leads Andover Central 14-13. That is for a 4A Division I regional, or rather district championship. At halftime, it is 27-7. Campus over Hutchison. Campus beat Hutch earlier in the season.
What do you think's going on in the Ryan Cornelson locker room right now?
I think we all have an idea what's going on in that one. It is halftime in McPherson, and McPherson leads 35-0 over the Abilene Cowboys. McPherson already wrapped up the district championship, and up and on his feet, but getting helped off of the field is going to be Patterson. He is not putting any weight on his left leg, it would appear. Boy, you hate to see that, especially for a senior in his final game. Yeah. Hayes High has to clear that out of their mind. They're trying to move on to the state playoffs for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah, an important player. You talked about it before for Wamego. Came in with 94 tackles. You know, he's also a running back offensively, so a key player for the Wamego Red Raiders is out, what looks like for the game.
Bishop Carroll has just taken a lead over Arkansas City 28-24. Scoreboard update brought to you by Hayes Kalon. The green grass you want in the spring starts with calling Hayes Kalon in the fall. Here's a keeper by Hunter Brown taken down to the backfield. On 2nd down and 6, he's going to lose about 6 yards back to the 38-yard line.
Boy, Ty Cooper had come in from the cornerback position for Wamego, really in a blitz, and no one picked up Ty Cooper, and he was there in the backfield for a 2 to 3 yard loss.
So 3rd down and 12 for the Hayes High Indians. Again, a drive showing promise, but now moving backwards. The Indians are 2 for 8 in the game on 3rd downs. Brown lost 5 on the run. Wishbone formation on 3rd down and 12. Brown under center. Turn, handoff. He's going to throw. Looking down the field. He's looking for Wyatt Sheevy behind the defense. It is going to be almost intercepted. Boy, Wyatt Sheevy got pushed to the ground. Head coach Randall Rath with headset off, screaming for a penalty, none there. 4th down for the Hayes High Indians. Wyatt Sheevy got pushed on the play. He was behind the defense, and the Indians will have to punt.
And good coverage.
Wow.
Good coverage for Brown, too, who had gotten the ball far enough down the field. Just a couple, two, really throwing into double coverage for the receiver down there, double coverage on the part of the Wamego Red Raiders.
So Hayes' possession comes to a stop at the Wamego 44, second time in Wamego territory, but they don't score in this half. Punt back, or the snap back to the punter, Logan Clark, returned from the 15-yard line. Graydon Mayfield misses a tackle at the 15, 20, 25 on the return, 30. Watch out near side, and this may be a touchdown. There's a flag on the play. Coming up the near sideline is Cooper. He's going to go to the 15, 10, 5. It is a touchdown for the Wamego Red Raiders, pending a penalty back at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Kyler Kinky got knocked to the ground, and he is not too concerned about Wamego being in the end zone right now because he truly believes that's coming back.
The officials have already got the ball and seem to be walking it back. So the Indians avoid another special teams blunder, this time in punt coverage. The officials say it's holding against the Hayes High Indians. It's a touchdown for Wamego.
Kyler Kinky winds up on the ground, and it's holding against the Indians?
It is an 85-yard punt return for Wamego with 4:35 to go, and the special teams and in the punting right now, brutal for the Hayes High Indians. That has cost them 2 touchdowns now. And Wamego will go for 2. And how big now is Wyatt Sheevy getting pushed, trying to catch a pass and not being called? 85-yard punt return by Ty Cooper. The penalty was on Hayes High. Now Ebert in the shotgun for this 2-point conversion. Drops back to pass, looks right the whole way. It is going to be intercepted. That'll be the end of the play. The officials need to blow this dead before somebody gets hurt, and they do so. It was Palmer Hutchison with the pick at the goal line on the 2-point conversion. So it is 12-7. Hayes High down by 5. A touchdown gives the Indians back a lead, but Hayes High has got to sustain a drive on the Wamego side of the field with 4:35 to go, 3rd quarter.
Boy, rare. Effectively a defensive holding penalty on the punt coverage unit. You know, you've seen blocks in the back by the punt return team. You've seen holding by the punt return team, but the coverage team having a holding penalty, that is rare. I don't even remember the last time I've seen it.
12-7 lead for Wamego.
Now the Hayes High Indian offense, which as we've talked about before, is not really designed to come from behind. It's in a hole in this winner-take-all game on a game of senior night here at Lewis Field Stadium.
A punt return for a touchdown. Right now has given Wamego the lead, and of course that's after Hayes High, with 30 seconds to go in the first half, had lost 20 yards on a bad snap, then went back to the 2-yard line on a punt. Hayes High has essentially given Wamego all of their 12 points because of special teams tonight. And the penalty, by the way, was assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah, what really was a momentum changer in the first half where the Hayes High Indians scored and then shut down Wamego defensively. Really now a momentum has shifted now into Wamego's hands.
And to kick off the Wamego Red Raiders from midfield. A short kickoff. The Indians' Tazian Adi is returning it, and he gets up across the 35. Heads up play. You know, you're taught as one of those up backs. You don't turn your head or your body until the ball's over your head. Adi did a good job. And the senior keeps the possession for the Indians. Hayes High has twice got into Wamego territory and come up with nothing. They start this drive at their own 37, down 12-7.
They start down 12-7 with 4:35 left in the third quarter. So the Hayes High Indians, whose offense really has not really produced a lot of first downs so far in this game, needs to find a way to get productive.
Wishbone formation. It's a handoff to Keaton Markley. Tries to bounce it to the outside 40. Still on his feet, ridden out of bounds, and then flung down by the defender for Wamego. Boy, that's got the Indian faithful up in arms as Brad Sackrider grabs a hold of the Indians' Keaton Markley and swings him to the ground. 3 yards out of bounds after the whistles, but that's not a penalty. 5-yard gain for Markley. Ball up to the 43-yard line. This drive starting at the 38. Hayes High right to left, 4.5 to go, third quarter, down 12-7. Looking to respond. It's a handoff. Nope, keeper by Hunter Brown. Tries to cut it up the field. He's going to make one man miss, get away from a second. Left side, he stiffs arms. 50, 45, flag on the play as Brown gets run out of bounds on the Wamego sideline. But is it coming back again? The flag is along the first down marker.
I know Brad Sackrider for Wamego is complaining that he got held by Trey Van Pelt on that play.
They need to look to see where the flag is, and it is a block below the waist on Wamego.
That doesn't make any sense.
So it'll be Hayes High getting the football. Now the officials are going over to talk to the Wamego sideline. The flag is at the first down marker. Brown went out at the Wamego 45-yard line. And now the officials are talking to the Wamego sideline. We need some sort of explanation. It's on Wamego. So somebody for Wamego went below the waist trying to take out a Hayes High Indian. It is going to be a gain of 12 yards for Hunter Brown, and the 15-yard penalty puts the ball at the Wamego 30. Hayes down 12-7, but on Wamego's first penalty of the night, Hayes High is trying to get back on the scoreboard. It's a turn and handoff to Hayden Brown. Brown cuts to the left side 30. He's at the 25-yard line, makes a man miss, still on his feet, and he'll go down just shy of the 20 at the 21-yard line. A flag on the play. And that one's going to be dropped about 2 yards down the field at the 28-yard line. The official says holding Hayes High. Well, this thing is in the dangers of losing control. A 2-yard gain for Hayden Brown. Now it's backed up 10 yards. Indians fourth second half penalty.
And Dylan Schmidberger coming back to the huddle, pretty fired up with his teammates on that holding penny. Dylan Schmidberger had a nice lead block out there to open up a hole. Hunter Brown trying to take control of the huddle as Dylan Schmidberger's trying to get his teammates fired up with now 3:59 left in this third quarter.
Mayfield tied in right. Hutchison tied in left, wishbone formation, first down and 18 handoff. Keaton Markley tries to bounce to the outside, gets tackled from behind. Tackle made by the Rover, Justin Ebert, at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Hayes High will have second down and long. 3:35 to go, third quarter, 12-7. This feels like a very important possession for the Indians. Indian soccer, 8 minutes to go, leading 2-0 at Wichita Trinity in the regional championship. Second down from the 36, wishbone formation. It's a handoff on a counter to Hayden Brown. Makes one guy miss in the backfield, gets to the 35, and that's it. A 1-yard gain, if quite that. It'll be third down and 15 for the Indians.
Boy, Hayes High Indians had a break from Wamego to move the ball down the field, but the holding penalty on first down backing it up. Now it's put the Hayes High Indians in a difficult 3rd and 15 position.
Hayes 2 for 9 on third downs tonight. Their second half third down attempts, 3rd and 13, 10, 12, and now 15. 3 wide receivers left, one to the right, shotgun formation for Hunter Brown. Brown will take the snap, looks to pass. Now he's going to step up in the pocket, throw. It's complete to to Hayden Brown. Brown is near the first down. He'll be held up short. Gets the ball inside of the 25-yard line down to the 23. It's a 13-yard gain when they needed 15.
But he makes it down to where it's a fourth down and 3 to go. Makes it manageable to pick up a first down on this 4th down play.
Hayden Brown's 9th catch of the year, 4th down and about 3 for the Hayes High Indians from the 23-yard line. 3 wide receivers right. Brown takes the snap on 4th down, steps up in the pocket. He's going to get hit from behind, incomplete, and the Hayes High Indians lose the ball on downs in Wamego territory. 3 drives into Wamego territory, no points on those 3 drives.
Boy, the Hayes High Indians had spread out that line. They really went to a spread offensive formation to spread out the defenders for Wamego. Hunter Brown just couldn't find a gap in there to pick up 3 yards.
Hayes High went with a quick huddle, too, to try to catch Wamego offsides, but Wamego got a hand on the football, and they take over at the 23-yard line. Winner moves on to the state playoffs, and right now, Wamego has the lead. They're going to go to the wishbone with 2:06 to go in the 3rd quarter. A lot of football left, but these 2 teams have had some long drives. Here's a handoff that's going to go to the fullback, maybe 2 yards to the 25-yard line. Hayes High blew that play up quick. The handoff went to Logan Ebert on his first carry of the night.
Now with 1 minute and 52 seconds left, the clock ticking here in the 3rd quarter, the Hayes High Indian defense needs to stay strong against this Wamego offense.
Great Bend and Goddard Eisenhower are now tied at 21 apiece in the 3rd quarter. In your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update, Plainville all over La Crosse, 42-0 in the 3rd quarter for that district championship. Shotgun formation, 1 left, 1 right, and a couple of extra blockers back there for Ebert on 2nd down. They put Cooper in motion. It's a handoff to the fullback who gets met and dropped. A 1-yard gain and a player down for the Wamego Red Raiders. It is one of their offensive linemen, right guard Brett Bergstrom, is down with a leg injury.
Brett's that 230-pound right guard, one of those big men up front for Wamego. He's up, but he is hobbling off and not putting a lot of weight on his left leg.
They've already lost their stud linebacker, Wyatt Patterson, came in with 94 tackles to a left leg injury. And now they lose their starting right guard. Minute 12 to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 7 for a Wamego team who is 0 for 6 tonight on 3rd downs. Bergstrom is helped off the field, so a new right guard in. Listed is Devin Garcia, a 230-pound junior, if that's who they bring in at that right guard spot. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Wishbone, Ebert under center, toss right side for Cooper. Cooper strings to the near side. Indians giving chase, and there they are. It's going to be a tackle for loss by Mason Ibarra, and Isaiah Blackman athletic plays 3 yards deep in the backfield.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Blackman and Ibarra in the backfield there. We talk about how the quickness of the defensive ends could shine tonight, and Mason Ibarra getting in there on the blitz, and it shined there right there, where the Hayes High Indians' quickness got them into the backfield, and now 4th and 10 for Wamego.
30 seconds to go in the quarter, and Wamego has to run somebody on late. Still 15 seconds on the play clock. Line of scrimmage at the 23 for this punt from Ebert, his 5th of the night. Snap is back. Indians come after, and they may have tipped it. Very close. It's a short punt. Indians get away from it. It lands in Hayes High territory and takes an Indian bounce to the 38-yard line. It is going to be a punt of just 18 yards. They'll say the 39, so a punt of 20 yards. And Hayes High will have the football at the Wamego 39-yard line. Every one of the Indians' possessions has been in Wamego territory in the second half, but they have not gotten anything out of it. Trailing 12-7, 8 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
Hayes High Indian defense did their part, a 3-and-out with no net yard gained on that particular possession from Wamego.
Here's the Indians' new formation. Keeper Brown, he's going to follow the new sniffer back, Chase Browse, and he's going to get yardage out of the shotgun of 9 yards to the 25-yard line to take us to the closure of the third quarter. 12-7, Wamego has taken the lead on an 85-yard punt return for a touchdown. We have 12 minutes to decide who goes to the state playoffs. We return in 1 minute. You're listening to Hayes High Indian Football.
Lifetime Dental Care is devoted to helping you, your family, and friends achieve your healthiest and brightest smile. They are now accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 to schedule your appointment. They know every person's dental needs are unique, and that is why they offer you a comprehensive selection of treatment options in a comfortable and caring atmosphere. Dr. Lowe and his dental team want you to enjoy your visit. Lifetime Dental Care, accepting new patients. Call 625-7969 or see them at lifetimedentalcare.com.
For over 60 years, Eagle Communications has been the leader in value and service. And over that time, our specialized teams have been helping businesses grow because Eagle is your one-stop for business solutions. We can provide the latest in hosted phone, reliable fiber internet, IT support, business compliance, and network planning. Plus, we offer affordable advertising on television, radio, and digital platforms. Call our employee owners today and let us serve you. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
All's right with the world.
Getting set for the fourth quarter, 12-7, Hayes trailing Wamego. The Hayes High Indians with the ball at the 35-yard line. And we've seen the unveiling of the Indians, a first time with this new formation, shotgun with a running back by the quarterback Hunter Brown. And then wearing his new number tonight is Chase Browse. Normally in number 59, he's 15 tonight, so he's eligible being in the backfield, and he was the leading blocker on that previous play.
Boy, and how nice it is having a 214-pound lead blocker. Yep, it was odd seeing Chase Browse coming out in number 15. You knew you were going to see him sooner or later in the backfield, and that picked up 9 yards on first down.
Here is that formation. He lines up off the left hip of Dante Blackman. 2nd down and 1. Brown is going to throw. He fakes the run. He looks deep down the field for Keaton Markley, and he makes the catch at the 5-yard line, hauling it in on a jump ball, and the Hayes High Indians have the ball 1st and 10 on a 30-yard pass.
And what a difference. Chase Browse lined up in that backfield position on the far side of the field and went in motion, and it caused the secondary to move with him instead of having double coverage on Keaton Markley. Now man-to-man coverage, and Hunter Brown took advantage of it with a great pass to Keaton Markley for now a 1st and goal on the 5-yard line.
Indians 1 for 1 in the red zone tonight with a touchdown. They have 1st and goal from the 5. Sheevy left, 2 wide receivers right, Graydon Mayfield and Keaton Markley. There's the new formation with Chase Browse as the sniffer back in motion from right to left. Snap back to Hunter Brown, turns and hands off to Hayden. Hayden tries to hit the corner, 5-yard line, tripped up at the 3 and taken down short of the goal line. The official says out of bounds where? Wow, back at the 4, just a 1-yard gain. Did not get a good spot. Indians 2nd and goal from the 4, 11:25 to go, fourth quarter, down 12-7 in a winner onto the playoff ball game.
Boy, just read well by Wamego on that play where they read motion of the line and also read Chase Browse motioning to that side of the field. They read the play well to allow only a 1-yard gain on that play.
9-yard run, 30-yard pass, a 1-yard run, 2nd and goal from the 4. Indians with a touchdown take the lead. Back to the wishbone. It's a turn and handoff to Keaton Markley. Picks his hole, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Hayes High Indians. Keaton Markley from 4 yards out, and Hayes has a 13-12 lead pending an extra point.
And because the Hayes High Indian defense was able to stop Wamego on their two-point conversion attempts, Hayes High Indians score a touchdown to 6 points, and that gives them the 1-point lead back in this game.
49 yards on the night for Keaton Markley now, his 3rd touchdown rush of the season. Had one last week against Abilene. So Logan Clark on to attempt the extra points. 4-yard run. And now the Indians with some confusion on the line. They still have 15 seconds to get this snap off for the extra points. Clark lines up. The hold will be from Hunter Brown. The snap is down. The kick is up, and it's blocked. And then it's picked up by Hunter Brown. Then he's flung to the turf by his shoulder pads, and the extra point is no good. It's the first miss this season for Logan Clark. It got blocked off of his foot, And the Hayes High Indians lead 13-12. That's the most important part, is they had the lead, and that Hayes High touchdown adds $25 to the Athletic Booster Club, donated by Horizon Appliance and Electronics. TVs, appliances, Traeger grills, and Tempur-Pedic bedding. Open 7 days a week at 1501 East 27th Street in Hayes. And congratulations to the Hayes High Indian Regional Champion Soccer Team. They win 2-0 at Wichita, beating Trinity and our regional champions.
All right, the Hayes High Indians on a 3-play, 44-yard drive take it into the end zone. They had forced Wamego into bad field position, and a short punt gave the Hayes High Indians great field position, and with 3 plays, they took advantage of it, largely on a terrific pass play from Hunter Brown to Wyatt Cheevy that gave the Hayes High Indians a 1st and goal on the 5-yard line.
So the Hayes High Indians play with the lead, 11:21 to go, and let's give credit where credit is due. The Hayes High Indian defense has been really pretty good tonight. It's been the special teams that has led to all 12 of the Wamego points this evening. Logan Clark will kick off. Indian football brought to you by State Glass Company, Lewis Automotive Group, Roof Masters, Progressive Physical Therapy, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker. Back to return the kick is Cooper and Jantz. They've had a long kick return already tonight. Short kick taken at about the 20-yard line as an end around. It goes right side to Cooper at the 20, and the Indians are there to wrap him up and drop him down. The return on the coverage is going to be Garrett Reimer.
Boy, I'll tell you what, they did a little fake there. You really had a little bit of confusion, had the ball, and the Hayes High Indians went all out to one side of the field, and they read it correctly, holding Wamego inside the 25-yard line. They're going to have it at their own 24-yard line.
Salina South has just taken a lead in Liberal, 17-14. That is a 6-2 Redskin team, 2-6 Salina South team. So, it is Wamego with the football at their own 24-yard line. They'll go shotgun formation, extra protection. Back to throw is Ebert, throws right side. Going to be caught over there by Jason Ebert. Team leading 23rd catch. He'll go out to the 31-yard line and pick up 7 yards.
That's Salina South team has an assistant coach in Nathan Weigel, an Eagle Communications employee. Used to be an assistant coach for the Hayes High Indians under Ryan Cornelson.
6-yard gain to the 30, they'll call it. Ebert now 6 for 15 is the 3rd catch for Jason Ebert. Justin Ebert, the quarterback. He's thrown for 33 yards and an interception. 3 wide receivers left. 1 over to the right. Shotgun again for Ebert. Drops back to pass. Fakes left, goes right. Again, it goes to Ebert, and he runs through the tackle up the Wamego sideline. They will say he stepped out of bounds. No, never went out of bounds. Tackle up at the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 11.
Okay, Ebert's now making very quick step passes, 1 or 2 steps and throwing the ball away. He knows the Hayes High Indians are beating his offensive line with speed, so he's got to release that ball quickly.
Ball up to the 41 and splitting over to the right side. This time is Brad Sackrider, 3 wide receivers coming over to the left side. For Justin Ebert, shotgun formation, wants to pass again, screen to the near side, set up for Cooper. He's at the 40, 45, then runs into a pile of defenders at the 49-yard line. Right now it's all through the air for the Wamego Red Raiders. 10:47 to go in the 4th quarter. Hayes up 13-12, ball to the 49. It's a gain of 8.
There we see an adjustment offensively for Wamego. Mason Ibarra had sniffed out that screenplay on multiple times in the first half. Now they bring out an extra blocker. Mason Ibarra covered it well, but the extra blocker took him out of the play.
3 right, 1 left for this formation. Vaughn's in the backfield with the quarterback. Justin Ebert starts to back up on the snap. Pump fake, wants to go down the field. He's got a man open. It is going to be caught up the left sideline. It is going to be a touchdown for Brad Sackrider on the double move. Indians bit, and it is a touchdown, and an injured player on the field. I think Sackrider got injured as he was being tackled into the end zone. Kramer was trying to make the tackle from behind, but down on the play is the receiver, Sackrider. That's the 3rd injury for Wamego tonight, and Hayes trails now 18-13.
Sackrider is back on his feet, but boy, he's limping off to the sideline. That's the best coverage Justin Ebert's had all night long. He had plenty of time to throw that ball, and that gave his receiver enough chance to get about 2 or 3 yards spread between him and Tavian Kramer. A good pass by Ebert because of good protection.
That will result in a lead for Wamego. 51-yard touchdown pass to Brad Sackrider. His first catch of the night and 2nd touchdown catch of the year. And Sackrider tried to make it off. That's cramps is what he's dealing with now, right leg cramps. He tried to make it off the field and just couldn't. So now Wamego on to attempt a 2-point conversion in an 18-13 ball game. Hayes down by 5, 10-13 remaining. That was a quick strike by the Red Raiders.
Yeah, the Hayes High Indians struck quickly on a 3-play 44-yard drive with a long pass. Now Wamego does it 4 plays 76 yards with a long pass from Justin Ebert.
It was all through the air, 4 of 4 passing for Ebert. 2-point conversion coming up, and it's a rather large one once again. Ebert, 2 wide receivers right, 2 left. Wamego's 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions so far tonight. Ebert's going to take the shotgun snap. He'll look left. He'll throw left. It's going to be lobbed to the corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. So 18-13. It means Hayes High with a simple touchdown. I say simple, but just with the 6 points would take the lead back. 10-13 remaining in this winner to the playoff ball game.
Boy, you're right. How important that defense is. The Hayes High Indians have held 3 times now on 2-point conversions, so a 6-point differential there. Hayes High Indians down 18-13. But Dustin, a first half where on total offense between the two teams there were 95 yards. We've seen that surpassed just on 2 drives here in the fourth quarter.
The Hayes High Indian defense had played so well up until that drive, and now it's Wamego with the lead. 10-13 remaining in the game. Indian football brought to you by Adams, Brown, Barron & Ball, Classic Quality Body Shop, Uber driver Jenny Atwell, Redeem Designs, Midwest Construction, Hertz Rent-A-Car, and Eagle Technology Solutions. So does Hayes High have a return in them, or an answer in them. The last kickoff from Wamego was a short one, and that was with what was supposed to be a pretty strong wind tonight. Nobody outside's complaining about that.
Yeah, Hayes High Indians had smartly wanted to go with the wind in the fourth quarter, and the wind is now non-existent.
And to kick off for the Red Raiders is going to be Cade Bergstrom. Hayes has had to field several short kicks tonight. This kick going to be the same thing. Short kick, left side, going to be returned on that side by Willie Sinnott, taken down before he can get to the 25-yard line. Great open field tackle by the Wamego Red Raiders, and Hayes High will need to go 75-plus yards to try to take the lead back, down 18-13, 10:09 remaining in the game. Ball at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, great tackle by Adler Pearson, the sophomore for Wamego, and the way he's strutting off the sidelines, he knows he made a great tackle.
Ball is actually going to be marked at the 22-yard line. Winner to the playoffs. And right now, Wamego is in the lead role. Shotgun formation for Hunter Brown. Turn and handoff to Dylan Schmidberger right up the middle. He's going to have a defender jump on his back, and he'll get up to the 24-yard line and gain 2 yards.
Yeah, Dylan Schmidberger doing that time without a lead blocker. We talked about how the big defensive line up front is hard to move, and then they keep that line clogged up for the linebackers. How important it is to have a lead blocker for your running back. There was none on that particular play, so no one there to pick up those linebackers, allowing only a 2-yard gain for Dylan Schmidberger.
Inside 10 minutes to go. Shotgun formation. Couple of slot receivers and 2 wide out. It's going to be a play-action pass. Brown to throw. Looking down the field for Palmer Hutchison. Makes the catch short of midfield at the 48-yard line. A 24-yard pass play to Palmer Hutchison.
This game goes back and forth. On the previous possession on 4 plays and 76 yards, Justin Ebert had his best pass protection of the entire game. That time Hunter Brown has his best pass protection of the entire game, and he completes a pass to Palmer Hutchinson deep. The Indians now have the ball near midfield.
Ball from the 48-yard line. Indians down 18-13, 9.5 to go in the contest. 2 left, 2 right. It's a design keeper by Brown, straight up the middle, got a lead block into Wamego territory at the 49-yard line, picking up 3 yards, quickly diagnosed by the Wamego defense.
Boy, I tell you what, Dylan Schmidberger picked up one linebacker, but nobody picked up Justin Ebert, the quarterback / linebacker, and Justin Ebert made a really touchdown-saving tackle.
Ball to the 49 of Wamego. Hayes High has had every drive of the second half into Wamego territory. Ibarra, Markley near side. Palmer, Hutchison, Hayden Brown, left side, shotgun for the Indians. Wamego's going to bring a blitz. Indians are going to run on it. It's a first down for Hunter Brown up the middle inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 on the quarterback draw.
Hayes High Indians tried that on a fourth down conversion earlier in the second half where they went to a spread formation to spread out that Wamego defense on that fourth down conversion. Hunter Brown couldn't find a gap. That time he did. He got a gap and picked up a first down, now inside Wamego territory.
8:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Hayes down by 5, 2 left, 2 right again for the quarterback. Hunter Brown, he wants to throws to Markley near side, makes a jumping catch, hit immediately at the 35-yard line, but he hangs on for 3 yards.
Hang on for 3 yards, but Hunter Brown had a gap there. He could have run through just like on the last play. Again, the spread formation is making Wamego spread those linemen and linebackers out. It's leaving some gaps open for the Hayes High Indians.
It is the second catch of the night for Keaton Markley for 33 yards. Brown has completed his last 3 passes. 2 left, 2 right again. Markley Ibarra to the right. 2 wide receivers to the left on this second down play. Handoff, Schmidberger, left side, cuts it up the field, lowers the shoulder, and he's going to get close to a first down. Boy, the official not going to get him benefit of the doubt. This is going to be third and about a half a yard on a run inside of the 29-yard line, 3rd and a half yard for the Indians.
Colton Schoendaler was the near side right guard. He pulled, he went around tackle, made 1 hit to open up a block, then got into the secondary to make a second block on that play.
Indians need a half a yard on 3rd down. Tonight, 2 for 10 on 3rd. This is their shortest conversion attempt of the night to the wishbone formation. Unbalanced to the right. Turn and hand off to Keaton Markley. First down and more as he runs over a defender at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 and a conversion for the Indians going left to right. 7.5 to go in the game. Down 18-13 to Wamego.
Keaton Markley had the first down before he met the defender, but then picked up another 1 or 2 yards by really running over that defender.
Ball at the 25-yard line. The Hayes High Indians trying to come from behind in this ball game. They took the lead on a 4-yard run by Keaton Markley, and then a 51-yard pass play by Wamego made it 18-13. Back to the wishbone. Unbalanced line to the right. Turn, handoff, nope, keeper by Hunter Brown. Brown tries to cut it back. They're going to lose yards on first down. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards back to the 27.
Yeah, that time Hunter Brown looked like he was going to try to go to the outside of the field and cut it back up the middle, but by that time there was too much pursuit by Wamego up the middle of the field. Hunter Brown effectively running back into 3 defenders.
Indians in 4-down territory with 7 minutes to go in the game, down 18-13, 2nd and 12 from the 27. Hayes has scored a touchdown going this way tonight. The Keaton Markley run. 2 wide receivers right, 1 wide receiver left. Palmer Hutchison is a tight end to the left side for this play. Brown will take the snap. He wants to throw. Blitz is on. In some trouble. He throws down the field. Hit from behind. And an incomplete pass. On the pressure, Ty Cooper, 3rd and 12 coming up for the Indians.
Dante Blackman had to make a decision between blocking an inside linebacker or a cornerback blitz. Cornerback blitz got around Dante Blackman there and rushed Hunter Brown on that pass.
3rd and 12 for the Indians. 3 for 11 in the game. Clock stops at 6:33 remaining, and here comes that new formation for the Indians coming in from the sideline. Wearing 15 instead of his normal 59 is Chase Browse, so he'll provide likely some extra blocking on this play. Markley and Hutchison, wide receivers left. 10 on the play clock. 3rd and 12 for the Indians. Brown turns, keeps himself, has a lead blocker, gets down to the 20-yard line, still running inside of the 20, and an extra effort's going to get him down to about the 17-yard line. 4th down and 2 for the Hayes High Indians. Boy, that 2 yards they lost on first down, the big difference right now, and Hayes will have to go for it on 4th down.
Boy, this is going to be 11th play of the drive, but it's a manageable 4th and 2 to keep this drive going that started back at the Hayes High Indian 22-yard line is inside the 20. It's at the 17-yard line of Wamego.
They are 1 for 3 on 4th downs tonight. This is 4th and 2. Indians on the year, 55% on 4th downs. Wishbone formation, they need 2 yards. Wamego crowds the line and they jump, but no flag. They're way into the neutral zone with no flag. Timeout, Hayes High. The Wamego defensive lineman comes way into the neutral zone. No flag, and it'll be 4th down and 2 for the Indians.
Okay. Coach Rath that was really a design to get Wamego to jump, and it appeared as if they did, but no flag. Coach Rath uses his first timeout of this second half with 5:41 left.
Well, that is the second time that Hayes High looked like that they had picked up a huge penalty against the opposition, one on what appeared to be a pass interference play when Wyatt Sheevy got shoved to the ground. And then now they get Wamego to jump into the neutral zone, but no penalty. And it's not like college football where you can get back and line back up again. Once you cross that line in high school football, there is the flag. So 4th down and 2 from the 15-yard line.
Hey, Dustin,
17-yard line, and you get to the 15.
Yeah, Dustin, I'll tell you what, this has been a 10-play drive so far that's brought that ball 60 yards down the field. What a shame it would be to not be able to continue this drive. Give the Hayes High Indians a chance with 5:41 left to get into the end zone and take this lead back in the winner-take-all game. Whoever wins this game goes on to play next week, likely in Andale.
Indian football at the 17 on the right hash. They need 2 yards to continue this drive. Every drive of the second half for Hayes High has been in Wamego territory. Hayes High will go to the wishbone formation. Brown left, Markley right. Wamego crowds the line. It's a turn and handoff to Hayden Brown, and they're not going to get close. Nothing on the play, and the Indians lose the ball on downs again.
11-play drive brings it 60, almost 61 yards down the field, and they come up 1.5 yards short. They turn the ball over on downs, down by 5 points with 5:34 left. Wamego's got the ball.
Indians 2 timeouts remaining. Wamego with all 3. Now the defense has to come up with a big-time play. Wamego went 4 plays all through the air on their previous possession, but they're going to want to try to grind this thing out. With 5:34 remaining, Wamego takes over at their own 17 after stopping the Indians in the red zone. Turn and hand off to Ebert in that formation. No, that is going to be a handoff on the left side and a gain of 3. And another Wamego player slow to get up after a hard hit. And injured on the play is Adler Pearson, who has taken some rough shots tonight. He picked up 3 at the 20 and got dropped. Hayes High had 4th and 2 from the 17 and couldn't pick up the 2 yards to continue their drive. 1 for 4 on 4th downs tonight now.
5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Hayes High Indians are down by 5. Coach Rath still has 2 timeouts left to use in this half at his disposal.
I think Adler Pearson, in the old terms, it was got his bell rung. In these days, it's called concussion protocol. But we'll see if he returns to the game because he got hit hard and just laid on the turf. Speaking of turf, the Wamego Red Raiders used to this now. They had a big bond issue passed last year, and they have a turf field. Hayes High played on the final natural grass game held at Wamego last year. From their own 20, Wamego, 2nd down and 7. Clock will roll after the injury timeout. 5:19 to go. Indians down 18-13. Couldn't convert on 4th and 2 from the Wamego 17. Wamego's going to take this clock all the way down inside of 10 seconds before they come set. Into that wishbone formation. Handoff goes right side. Cooper tries to hit the edge, and there's Mason Ibarra for a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to lose 4 yards.
Mason Ibarra blitzing on that play, got in the backfield, and how important that is to now back Wamego up to a 3rd and 11, almost 3rd and 12 play with 4:43 left in this half.
3rd down and 11 for a Wamego team that is 0 for 7 on 3rd downs tonight. The ball is back at the 16-yard line. Hayes High needs a big stop, and they need it now. 4.5 to go. Hayes High down by 5. Back to that wishbone formation for Justin Ebert. Do they throw out of this? It's going to be a handoff to the second guy through. It's going to be for Vance. First guy misses. The next 3 guys do not. Ball out to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd down and 11.
Well, the Hayes High Indian defense does what they've done time and time again all season long. It's make it stop when they need to. They force Wamego into a situation where it's 4th and 6 and need to punt the ball back with 3:58. Hayes High Indian offense may get their last chance to get a win here tonight.
And they're going to try to do it with 2 timeouts in their pockets. They did not use one on that drive. 4th down and 6. Palmer Hutchison stands back at his own, well, I say his own 50, at the 50-yard line. The snap will come from the 21-yard line, and Wamego will let the clock run down to 1 second on the play clock, that is, and take their first time out of the second half. And a huge punt play coming up here on 4th and 6 for both of these teams.
Well, and the Hayes High Indians punt coverage unit would be wise to be smart here. Hayes High Indians special teams has had a couple breakdowns tonight that have given Wamego an advantage in this game. You can look back to just last night in the Norton TMP game where Norton, even while though way up, took an opportunity for a fake punt, completed a pass from the senior quarterback to his freshman brother to score a touchdown. The Hayes High Indians, I know the Wamego's backed up here and would be wise to punt the ball and get back up the Hayes High Indians. But, again, special teams breakdowns have cost the Hayes High Indians tonight. They would be smart to make sure that ball gets kicked away.
Justin Ebert will punt for a 6th time tonight. Palmer Hutchison stands back at his own 48 awaiting this punt. Line of scrimmage is the 21 on 4th and 6. Ebert will receive the snap from inside of his own 10. Good snap, punt is away, and the Indians almost got there. This is a short punt. Hutchison gets away from it. Now it takes a big Wamego bounce. Hutchison picks it up, and he saves about 15 yards of field position as he goes down at about the 48-yard line. It's on Wamego's side of the field. Hayes High, every second half possession has either started in or finished in Wamego territory.
We're going to spot the ball on the 47-yard line of Wamego for the Hayes High Indians to take what potentially is the final drive of the Hayes High Indians this game, potentially the last drive of this season if they don't score a touchdown.
27-yard punt. Wamego's had some issues punting the football this year, and it reared itself right there. Mayfield wide receiver right, Hutchison left. 2 slot backs on this play. Man in motion, Hayden Brown. There may be a screen. It's going to be a play-action pass. Brown steps up in the pocket, has some room to run, comes to the near side, now looks down the field, and then he throws it away. Laid it through, an interception. It's taken away by Jantz, and Wamego is going to score, and that might do it with 3:09 remaining. Whistles, hold on, whistles from the far side official.
Folks, Hunter Brown was scrambling out of bounds. Previously in the first half, he had a possession where he had scrambled out of bounds, and instead of throwing the ball errantly, went out of bounds for a 12-yard loss. Hunter Brown obviously remembering that play, saying, you know what, if I can just unload this ball and get out of bounds, I'll get the ball back to the line of scrimmage. And the senior, senior night, makes the mistake of not getting the ball out of bounds. He threw it into the arms of Wamego.
Sideline infraction on Wamego. That's their second. Hayes High has thrown a pick 6 with 3:09 to go in the game.
Hunter Brown remembering what had happened in the first half for a 12-yard loss, trying not to make the same mistake twice. This particular time, he just didn't get the ball thrown well enough to throw it incomplete.
So the touchdown does stand. This is or does it? Yeah, it looks like the touchdown stands, a 2-point conversion from the 7-yard line because of the 5-yard penalty. Ebert's going to roll out to his right. He's looking to the end zone. Now he'll tuck and run and get taken down shy of the 2-point conversion. Assuming that that's what has happened. Now a flag comes flying in on the play. What is interesting here is that the clock didn't run. The score is up there. And the officials, at this point, now they say personal foul, Hayes High.
Well, it was an untimed down because it was the PAT for a 2-point conversion.
What was interesting is the down marker was moving along with the play. Well, Hayes High is down 24-13, a 55-yard pick 6 for Wamego.
Okay, what Hunter Brown needs to do now is pick his team back up and figure out a way to, on this particular drive, come back. Obviously, he doesn't want to end his senior career on that particular play. With 3 minutes and 9 seconds left, the Hayes High Indians are going to get the ball back for a possession. So now you're looking to score in an onside kick. There is a chance here, and that's what Hunter Brown needs to keep in his mind as he encourages his team to move forward, again, with 3:09 left in the fourth quarter.
Because of the 15-yard penalty, it will be Wamego kicking off from the Hayes 45-yard line. Hayden Brown and Will Sinnott go back to return the kick along with Keaton Markley. Hayes has had every one of their possessions in Wamego territory in the second half and have scored 6 points. That is the stat of the game. Like it was last week, Hayes saw Abilene get in the red zone 4 times and lose the ball all 4 times on downs. Here is the kickoff. It's going to be a short kick again. Indians will have to return. It'll be returned by Hayden Brown at the 5, at the 10, come near side again to the 10, now cut out to the 15-yard line, and then gets flung down to the turf. Hayes High wants a horse collar tackle.
It wasn't.
And it'll be from the 15-yard line for Hayes High. 85 yards, 2 touchdowns in 2:59. If Hayes High has some sort of Lewis Field magic to work here, that needs to happen right now. Jackson Jantz, the pick 6 to make it 24-13. Brown passing tonight, 4 for 9, but that pick 6 right there is the biggest incompletion of the night. 3 wide receivers left, 1 right. Brown in the shotgun formation. Dylan Schmidberger to his left. Wamego rushes 4. Brown has time, has nobody to throw to. Now he has to rush, looks down the field. It is going to be caught by Graydon Mayfield. Caught for a first down out at the 34-yard line. Hayes High has to hurry up, a gain of 19 to Graydon Mayfield.
Hey, and credit Graydon Mayfield on that catch. The ball was thrown to him, but he had a defender right around his neck who hit him immediately upon contact with that ball. A great catch and hold there by Graydon Mayfield.
Ball to the 28, so it ends up, being a 13-yard gain. Brown will keep on this draw play. 30, 35, right sideline, 40, 45, 50 in Wamego territory, and he's taken out of bounds by the Wamego Red Raiders all the way down to the Wamego 40-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 32 yards.
And that's what Hunter Brown needed. He took the lead block of Kyler Kinky, who was running down the field with him, and hit a linebacker, and Hunter Brown did the rest, got to the outside to pick up some extra yardage. He's now in Wamego territory at the 40-yard line with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. That's what the young man needed to do after making the mistake of the interception on the previous possession.
And he got out of bounds. 2:37 to go with the ball at the 40. Indians need yards in chunks. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Wamego looks like they want to bring a blitz, and they're going to do so. Pump fake by Hunter Brown. He's going to throw deep. He's looking for Mayfield. It's incomplete and out of bounds. And it stops the clock with 2:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Hayes High down 24-13. 2 Hayes High timeouts remaining. Hayes High right now, Kurt David, can look at themselves in this game. They have lost the ball on downs in Wamego territory. A bad punt snap led to a 2-yard touchdown, a pick 6, and a punt return for a touchdown.
But on that particular play, the Hayes High Indian offensive line giving their quarterback a chance.
3 left, 1 right for receivers as Mason Ibarra right side. It's going to be a draw play for Hunter Brown. Tries to the outside again, 35-yard line. Gets to the left side, 30. Watch out, 25-20. He's up the left sideline, 10. 5, gets out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Where do they mark him out at? Right at the 5. It's a 35-yard gain.
Hey, the offensive line there gave Hunter Brown a chance. They got blocks 5 and 10 yards down the field. They made the blocks, then Hunter Brown found the gap. And one thing before he got pushed out of bounds, Hunter Brown lowered his shoulder and picked up 2 additional yards to take it just inside the 5-yard line. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left, first and goal, Hayes High Indians.
Clock stopped when he went out of bounds. Indians need to score quickly. Snap back to Hunter Brown. Looks left, now looks right, throws for the end zone. It's almost intercepted. Incomplete. 3 different times the Wamego defender had it in his hands. Second and goal from the 5.
Okay, but the clock has stopped now. The Hayes High Indians have a little bit of time here to regroup. They're down 24-13. It's a 2-score differential, but 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, and the Hayes High Indians have it second and goal on the 5.
Indians do have 2 timeouts left. They're down 11. Wamego has scored 4 touchdowns, but none of their 2-point conversions have been converted. Shotgun for Brown. Brown is going to keep on the draw. Try the left side again. He reaches for the end zone. Touchdown. Hayes High Indians with 2:09 remaining in the game. Hayes High makes it 24-19.
And the Hayes High Indians, 24-19, are going to go for 2 on this to try to narrow this score to 3 points and give Logan Clark an opportunity for a field goal to at least tie it if the Hayes High Indians can get the ball back.
Brown with a run of 35 and 32. Then the 5-yard touchdown run is second of the night. 150 yards rushing. Hayes High goes for the 2-point conversion. Snap back. It's a play-action pass. It's going to be Brown keeping right side. Two-point conversion is good, and it's a field goal game with 2:09 remaining, and the Hayes High defense has to come up with their biggest stop of the year.
Dustin, I don't know what happens now after this kick. Obviously, we're going to see an onside kick, but Hunter Brown made it a mistake that really could have ended his senior career on a very bitter tone. He threw an interception errantly that went for a pick six, but Hunter Brown just led his team to a 6-play, 85-yard drive touchdown and consumed less than a minute off the clock. There's still 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. The Hayes High Indians have a chance now, only down 3.
That Hayes High touchdown adds $25 to the Athletic Booster Club, donated by Horizon Appliance and Electronics. TVs, appliances, Traeger grills, and Tempur-Pedic bedding open 7 days a week, 1501 East 27th Street in Hayes.
Boy, they talk about how this game develops character in young men, and you just saw it there with Hunter Brown, who took a very disappointing moment on his senior night and turned that around, and he now has the opportunity to lead his team to a tie.
Hayes High down 24-21. They've given up a 2-yard touchdown after a bad snap on a punt, an 85-yard punt return for a touchdown, and a 55-yard pick six. That's 3 of the 4 touchdowns. The other was a 51-yard pass. Wamego lines up like they believe an onside kick is coming. You would imagine that's what's coming off the foot of Logan Clark. Hayes High has 2 timeouts left with 2:09 left.
And that's important. Hayes High Indians do have an option here if they wanted to kick deep.
Clark lines off 3 yards from the football, teed up at the 40-yard line. The onside kick coming. Nope. Flag on the play. Wamego lined up offsides. They had somebody in front of the 50-yard line, and so it's a 5-yard penalty on Wamego. That is their second penalty of the night.
Well, the surprise of the onside kick has gone away, though, because obviously Logan Clark was looking like he was going to onside kick that.
Well, if Wamego didn't know what was coming, that would be a poor assessment of the situation. So the onside kick comes from the 45-yard line, and the intensity will ramp back up over the next few seconds as Logan Clark backs up 3 yards from the football, teed up for the onside kick. He'll get the signal as to where to kick this football on the onside. He'll try to the left side. It takes a high second bounce. It's going to be picked up by Ty Cooper right at the necessary 10 yards. And so the Hayes High defense has to come up with a stop with 2:09 left and 2 timeouts. So they're not going to be able to start the clock, or they will not be able to stop the clock each time.
Tell you what, the onside kick makes sense there. Obviously, you got 2 timeouts, but if Wamego picks up one first down,
yep,
they can run the clock out.
That would be it. McPherson beats Abilene 49-6. Bueller over Circle 60-0. From the 15 or from the 45, wishbone formation for Justin Ebert under center. Takes the snap, hands off to the second man through. Watch out, big hole, and it's a big run for Pearson. He's up the left sideline and ran out of bounds by the Indians' Palmer Hutchison at the 30-yard line. It's a run of 25. It stops the clock.
And that's the problem. You stack up that line of scrimmage to stop the run, and you get past that initial line of scrimmage, and you've stacked up that line of scrimmage, there's nobody else there to make the tackle, and you pick up big runs if you can get past those initial defenders.
2 years in a row, Hayes High needed to beat Wamego to end the regular season and go to the playoffs. And right now, the Hayes High Indians are on the backside of that formula each time.
Okay, keep hitting hard. Wamego's turned the ball over 18 times this season. Hit the ball hard. Go for the ball.
Under center will turn and hand off. It's going to go to Cooper. Cooper is going to drag a pile about 4 yards inside the 30 to the 26. Timeout Hayes High, 1:56 to go in the game. These next 2 plays will determine the game. Next 3 plays will determine this contest.
Timeout Hayes High has taken their second timeout of the half. So the Hayes High Indians have got to go for the ball on each and every play. Try to strip the ball, hit hard just like they have all season long. Try to force a fumble, try to force some time to change a possession event here with 1:56 left.
Hayes High has given up 4 touchdowns. None of the 2-point conversions have been successful by Wamego, and that's why Hayes is still within 3 points. And so many storylines in this game, but certainly Hayes High having every one of their second half possessions in Wamego territory and coming away with just 2 touchdowns.
Boy, you're right, and you talk about it in the second half in those advantageous possessions, but you have to go back to that first half and the mistake on special teams that gave Wamego the ball with 34 seconds left on the 2-yard line and allowed them to narrow that score to 7-6 at halftime.
3-yard gain to the 27 for Wamego, 2nd down and 7. 1:56 remaining, Indians down to a final timeout. Wamego with the 3-point lead, 24-21. Justin Ebert under the center in the wishbone formation. Indians bring the blitz. The handoff to Pearson. He's going to get close to the first down. He's going to get to the 23-yard line. Hayes High will not use their timeout here, and there's no really rhyme or reason on how you use the timeouts at this point. You force Wamego to run this 3rd down and 3 play, and essentially what is the game? Wamego is 0 for 8 on 3rd downs tonight.
15 seconds left on the play clock. The clock's now down to 1:28. Wamego is obviously not in a hurry to snap this ball.
Hayes High with a single timeout left. Wamego in 4-down territory. Ebert will take the snap, turn, hand off. It's going to be Pearson. He's going to be escaping 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and there's the ball game. Hayes High had him dead to rights in the backfield. They let him escape, and Hayes High's season will not include postseason play in 2018. Pearson goes down at the 13-yard line. Wamego needs to take a couple of knees and end this contest.
Dustin, we talked about it in the first half when that high snap went over Logan Clark's head. We talked about, boy, how this might be the but what for one play we could have won this game. We talked about it then in the first half, and we'll talk about it again. But for that play, the Hayes High Indians that have this lead right now.
Hayes High's margin for error this season has been so small, and it reared its head tonight. Inside a minute to go, a knee taken by Ebert. He'll need to do so. Well, Hayes High will take their last time out here. 45 seconds remaining, down 24-21. A pick six, a 85-yard punt return for a touchdown, and a loss of 20 yards on a bad punt snap that resulted in a 2-yard touchdown for Wamego. 3 huge plays where Hayes High just simply hurt themselves.
Boy, the story of 2 different teams. Wamego coming in after a big loss against McPherson, just like the Hayes High Indians did. But the Hayes High Indians coming off a very emotional game where they had a big dominating win over the Abilene Cowboys. Hayes High Indians come in on a high here, come in with a lot of emotion to start the game on senior night. But they just couldn't take control of the game in the first half. Wamego had done their homework to study up on the wishbone offense of the Hayes High Indians installed during the Abilene Cowboy game. And, you know, we talk about all the possessions in the second half, but I think the game was really set the stage in the first half when it went to halftime with just a 1-point lead for the Indians.
Wamego needs to take a knee and then one more to end this ball game, and penalty and a false start on Wamego. I have never seen a false start on a victory formation snap before. This is my 17th year doing football. I've never seen that happen before. Wamego's 3rd penalty of the night. Missed opportunities for the Hayes High Indians. Clock at 44 seconds. Wamego will take the snap, take a knee. They'll likely need to do so one more time. Play clock reset to 25. The official will wind the play clock. And there's a 10-second differential, so Wamego will need to take one more knee to end this ball game and end the Hayes High season.
Which will be 4th down. This game just comes down to so many narrow things. It comes down to inches. It comes down to single plays. And you know what? The Hayes High Indians couldn't convert on a 4th down. It came down to inches there. It came down to a single play with a bad snap from center on a punt late in the first half. Hayes High Indian season comes to an end here at Lewis Field Stadium against Wamego for a 2nd year in a row against Wamego. Denies the Indians an opportunity to go back to the playoffs where the Hayes High Indians have not been since the 2012 season.
Hayes will end the year at 3-6. Wamego improves to 5-4, and it's the Wamego Red Raiders as district runner-up. For Kurt David, I'm Dustin Armbruster. Harrison and Gabe on the ECTV Hayes Post side. Thanks for your help on that side of things throughout this 2017 football season. season. That'll conclude this broadcast. Post-game show on the radio side next. This is Hayes High Indian Football.